and every hero is remembered in honor of Ryan King and all that have fallen before. Now and beyond, your stories will carry on. Here's some advice given by First Lieutenant Daniel Hyde, who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Do not accept mediocrity in any aspect of your life. Patriot pride is now live. Patriot pride is now live.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Patriot Pride channel. How you doing tonight, Mike?
I'm doing good. Learning this technology stuff.
It's crazy how technology is, right?
Yeah.
Um, we just want to welcome everybody in. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. Wanted to try out a couple of new things tonight and see what's going on with the settings, guys. Really just wanted to kind of see what's going on with these settings tonight. YouTube's been giving us a hard time, and I don't know what's going on. So you guys let us know if we're buffering. But tonight, again, thank you guys so much for being here. Unfortunately, we don't have Mike in the studio, but we are blessed enough to have Mike virtually tonight, and I'm so proud of you, Mike. Everything looks great. So this is your first time kind of doing something like this, right?
Yeah, and I don't have a big old light in front of me. I don't have to wear sunglasses.
They get to see your beautiful eyes. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We're just going to have kind of an interactive night tonight, guys. We just wanted to kind of do a hangout tonight and see what you guys think. We don't have a lot of visuals and a lot of videos tonight. We just really wanted to come to you guys and really just kind of have an open panel kind of discussion and kind of a round table. So tonight, really, we're gonna welcome you guys up on a stage. We're gonna try a different platform, and yeah, I see that, Jennifer. You guys should do that. Jennifer said, "Love the split screen host. Glenn and I should try that." Yeah, you guys should try that. So yeah, we're just gonna have open conversation tonight, and just it's gonna be real chill, real relaxed, and we're just gonna talk about what you guys think. Where is Nancy? Where's Miss Nancy? And we've put forth a million theories, right? And I want to hear, without putting up a bunch of visuals and all that stuff, I just kind of want to hear what you guys think. So we're going to try a different platform. I'm going to put a link here in the chat here in just a little while, and see if that works. If it doesn't, it's okay. I've got a StreamYard link that we'll kind of revert over to, and we'll talk via StreamYard, and just hoping that everything's working well. Does everything sound and look good, guys? Let us know in the chats if everything sounds and looks good so far. Hopefully we don't have any buffering. So how was your day today, Mike?
It was good. Devin's football practice got canceled because of rain and lightning. But other than that, it was good.
Yeah, definitely had some storms here in Georgia. So yeah, just waiting to make sure that all of these fine folks out here can hear us and see us well tonight. That's the main thing. I just want to make sure that you guys can see us okay. So sounding good, wonderful. That's awesome, perfect. That's always great. It's always good to see everybody. How you doing, Kayla? Misty, Adventures with Graham, Chris, Scary Drawdown. Millie, what's up? Looks great. Awesome. That's awesome. Sounds and looks great. Well, finally, guys, hopefully we got this thing figured out. So just thank you guys so much for joining us. If you don't know who we are, if you're joining us for the first time, I know we're kind of doing a late night thing tonight, just to chill with each other and a hangout session. If you don't know who we are, we're Patriot Pride. We're a nonprofit. We help out military families in need. It's dedicated to my nephew, Ryan King. Everything about Patriot Pride is dedicated to him. We lost him in Iraq 2007, and so everything we do here is dedicated to him. So we love him, and I know he's looking down on us and on everything we're doing. And so thank you guys. Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 12,000 subscribers. And just hit the like button, guys. Let's see how many likes we can get tonight. Again, it's just going to be a chill session, so I'm good with that. So, guys, I'm going to put a link up here, and want you guys to come up and just let's chop it up for a little while. Like I said, it's going to be a real chill session tonight, and I want to try out this new platform and see if it works, honestly. So let's I'll put it in the chat, and you guys let's see what happens. Who knows what's going to happen? What's up, Mike?
Adam, before we get started, why don't we go ahead and reward some of the people that are in here right now, and go ahead and tell them what we're going to, the company we're with, and what we're going to be able to do for veterans.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about that, Mike, and let them know kind of what we're doing.
So my little boy got sponsored by company that is a medical device. It's a recovery device. I don't want to say medical, but it's a recovery device system. And they found out what they wanted to do with Patriot Pride. So they're going to donate 520 units of recovery devices we can hand out to military family and servicemen. It's amazing. Called DNA Vibe, and it's therapy, vibration, heat. It's just amazing. Tried the device, it's.
They say you're breaking up a little bit on your end as far as your mic goes, but basically what he's saying, guys, is we've DNA Vibe has partnered with us, and it's just an amazing opportunity. They're donating 520 units, 525 units to Patriot Pride. What's up, Chris? What's up, brother?
Nothing. What's going on, my man?
Oh, not a lot. Thanks for joining us. I was just letting everybody.
Smiley Mike over there. He's got big smiles. I mean, really, very seldom, unless you get him laughing, do you see him smile. That's just plain stone cold. He's the type of sheriff that he would walk up to you, no smile, and you'd be like, "Oh, stuff, I'm screwed." That's what he was. Like, look at him right there. Look at him.
You know you're not getting off on this one, right?
No. Yeah. He's on.
But anyway, Chris, let me tell them real quick. So it's DNA Vibe, right, Mike?
Yes.
So they have decided to donate 525 units to Patriot Pride, guys. 520 units. And so I'm so thankful, so excited, because we're going to be able to give those back to our men and women in need. And so Mike knows a little bit more about this stuff. What's up, Wayne? And
what's going on, y'all?
You got a really hot mic, Wayne.
Oh yeah.
So Mike knows a little bit more about this, but it's really been proven to help PTSD and just all types of. Like Mike said, it's for recovery.
We really can't claim it. They used it for that, but we can't claim that it helped. But it did.
Yeah, it's not been It's not been proven, right? But it's people that have used it with PTSD
have said that they
have said that it's really helped them, and it's more of a recovery device. So anyway, I'm excited. Mike knows a ton more about it. They're actually donating to our local law enforcement agencies as well. So I'm very excited about that.
Wednesday, they're giving out 125 units to our local sheriff's office, and then on Friday, neighboring town gets 250 units.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it. So yeah. But thanks, thanks Chris, and thanks Wayne for joining us. How you guys doing this evening? Thanks for kind of just popping on here. We wanted to kind of do an impromptu and see. Wanted to kind of see what's going on with these settings I got, and just talk about Nancy. Where you guys think we're at. instead of a certain theory like we normally do. I just wanted to have a kind of a round table with everybody and just talk about it.
No, maybe I was the wrong guy to come up here. I don't. I'm back to. I'm back to what we know. Sorry, I say it every time. She's
No,
missing, and there was a guy on the front porch.
and that's about all we know, right?
I don't. I don't. There's been so many theories and ifs, ands, and whats. Unfortunately, I'm actually tired of going over the same thing over and over and over. That's just kind of where I am.
Yeah. Wayne, what do you think? I see your little man, your little avatar there.
Why does he got to be a little avatar?
Well, I'll be like Richard said. I don't think we're doing any measuring tonight, so it's okay.
That's one of the best ones, man.
That was. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Doing wonderful. Blessed. Every day is a blessing, brother.
Amen, brother. Amen. I just got a little bit of an echo when Chris talks or when I talk, but it's not terrible.
Okay. I don't know. You guys tell us in the chats if you can see us and you can hear us well. Guys, let us know in the chat if you don't mind. Want to make sure everybody sounds good and looks good. What's up, Dee Dee? Thanks for joining us. Maga, Mama, Shauna. We got a lot of people in here tonight, guys. Thank you guys so much for being with us. So, Wayne, what do you think? Where are you at on it?
I'm basically with the same place that I was and where most of the people are, or the statistic, where the odds say what happened.
Where do you think she is? That's kind of what I want to talk about tonight, guys, is where do you guys think that she is?
I would say somewhere in the desert. I hate to say burnt, but I would say probably burnt somewhere. As much as A likes to talk about blowing on the embers of hope and this kind of thing, I think maybe that, her ashes and what remains of her bones are somewhere in the desert.
Gotcha. Chris,
And
what do you think, Chris?
Hardcore truth.
For a while, I thought she was local, but now I think she might be out of Arizona.
Think she's out of
I
Arizona?
don't. Yeah, I don't know. She could be Mexico. She could be wherever now. But yeah, I don't think she's local.
Yeah. Mike, what do you think? Where do you think she is?
I think it's in Arizona.
You think she's still in Arizona?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Statistics say, like, if we're going like within 10 miles, like on a normal case. But of course, we all know normal. So
Yeah. So Mike says within 10 miles. Pamela actually says she is within a 5-mile radius, in her opinion. So
most of the time they are. I just wanted to bump it out farther.
right. That's an interesting theory, and I mean, statistically speaking, you're right. I mean, and it adds to the no car, the no vehicle, right? We haven't seen a vehicle, and that's what kind of gets me. I mean, do you guys think there was a vehicle there?
Yes.
Wayne, are you still with us, Wayne?
Yes, I'm still here.
What do you think? Do you think that there was a vehicle there?
I was trying to close out some windows and get a headset
I got you.
and see if I still had the echo, which I do, but
They don't hear one, and I don't hear one, so I think you're good on our end.
that's good.
And we lost Chris, so Chris, come back. So, do you think there was a vehicle there, Wayne, or do you think that there was not?
At Nancy's house?
Yeah. Do you think the perp had one?
Yes, I absolutely do. And I think porch guy was signaling to them, when he slapped the wrist. Basically, just give it a little more time. I'm gonna get this camera off, and
Interesting.
then you can pull up, and we're gonna bring her out this front door right here.
Interesting. Yeah, I kind of think that as well. I think that I think something again. I mean, goes back to what I've always originally kind of said is I think something changed up. I think the plans changed when they were in there, in my opinion, and I think they had to go to Plan B. And I think that's why we see. There's a lot of speculation about those gates being propped open and all that stuff, but statistically, like Mike says, and he likes to say, to me, I think that was the original plan. And then, something went down while they were in there and they had to regroup. And I think that's when they came out the front. So, I mean, again, what do you guys think about that? What do you think, Wayne?
Yeah, I think it's possible, and they realized that Nancy wasn't going to be able to make it out that far,
Yeah.
and so they had to revert to get her out the front door probably as fast as possible
Right.
because they want to move now. Once they make entry into the house, and they got her now, it's go time.
Right.
So, and also propping up those doors. I've heard the people say a lot of criminals do that for an escape route. In case the law enforcement comes in the front, they got a way to get out the back fast.
Yeah. And also, Geraldine says, Wayne, you cheating on Shibby. Also, a lot of times,
Again,
a lot of times people will do things like that as well to minimize the touch areas, to cut down on DNA as well. So, we don't know. But one thing, guys, I'm testing out a new.
I personally think she went out. They went out the back door.
And there's a distraction in the front.
I do.
Interesting. We got somebody new.
I just don't think somebody would park the car there. I think they would park it where it's hidden, and it would be next to the Concita.
Yeah. We have a new guest, or maybe it's Chris. I can't tell. I just see an avatar. So is that you, Chris?
Hello?
Hey, is this Patricia? I can't see anybody,
Yeah, it's me.
and I can't see your name. How are you doing?
Fine as a frog. How is everybody?
Doing great. Real quick, let me say something, Patricia. Guys, I'm testing out a new platform, so I'd love for as many people because I want to see how many avatars this platform can hold. So if you guys will help me out, you don't have to stay up here long, but I'm going to post this one more time because I need you guys to come up here so I can see what's going on with this. Tonight's kind of just a chill session, so you guys will really be helping me out if you just pop in for a second and let me see how many avatars we can get up here. So it's good to see you, Miss Patricia. How was your day today?
Oh, it was all right.
Did you guys get any storms there?
Well, the storm went around us, but we got a little bit of rain.
Yeah, we got a little rain too. So where do you think Miss Nancy is?
Here and there and everywhere.
Here and there and everywhere. Well, what do you think? I mean, where do you think she's in Arizona? Do you think she's in Mexico? What do you think?
I think they might have took her to Mexico, but I don't think she's there anymore.
Right.
I hear echo.
Do you have any? Wayne said he heard one as well. Mike, do you hear an echo, Mike?
I hear echo when they talk.
I don't hear an echo. Let me see.
It's
Let me see if it's on my
Same.
end.
I can hear an echo when Mike, Patricia, and myself talk, but not you, Adam.
Guys in the chat, will you let us know? Do you guys hear an echo at all in the chat, please? Guys, let us know if you hear an echo. Do you guys still hear when you guys speak? See if you hear an echo still.
Hello.
That time
Mike, you
sounded
sound good.
I always
sounded a lot
sound good,
better.
Miss Patricia.
You look good.
Oh,
too.
I know that.
So they don't hear an echo on their end, guys. So I guess that's really all that matters.
Okay.
At first I wasn't hearing it, and then it started back up again.
Yeah.
Well, I had to go get me a mic so they could hear me talk.
You sound great now.
I
Yep.
got my headphones and a mic.
Yeah, you sound awesome now, man. All echo, but Adam, they say. That's great.
I can see the law enforcement now with Mike, especially with him on the screen right in front of me. I feel like I need a lawyer.
I sound great. Everyone else is staticking. Okay. The panelists are echoing, but not Adam. Okay. All right, that's cool.
Of course, leave it to Adam to be perfect,
Hey, listen,
Yeah, of course.
and
listen.
then leave us all out to the curb.
So now they say you
Echo.
sound great. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with.
Do you, if you want to drop the link in the chat again, Adam, because I closed it out,
Yeah.
I will go out and come back in and see if that gets rid of the echo.
Okay. Yeah, I'll drop it again. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Give me just a second to get it pulled up.
Okay.
Otherwise, I won't catch it.
All right. I'll give it a second.
Okay.
Well, guys, I just wanted to call in and say, with the people that we're dealing with, it wouldn't surprise me if they harvest out Miss Nancy.
What did you say, Patricia? Tell me one more time.
I said it wouldn't surprise me none if they harvest out Miss Nancy.
Oh yeah, with the organ harvesting. We've got a new panelist. Tell us your name. I can't. This platform doesn't have an avatar, or it doesn't have an avatar unless you have one, and I don't see a name. So who is the new panelist we have here? I don't know who it is. It's a mystery, Mike.
I'm over here trying to read the chats.
All right, now do me one favor. All right, so we got Wayne back.
I'm back.
All right, Patricia's
sir.
here, and then we have a fourth panelist. So who is the fourth panelist? Patricia, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So, Wayne, I don't think you have. Do you still hear an echo, Wayne?
When I talk, I do. Or when Patricia talks.
Okay. Well, who knows?
Well, I'm glad you fixed me, Adam.
I don't know what I did, but everyone sounds great on my end with no echoing. We'll go with Mommy Rolex. Mommy Rolex says everyone sounds good. Anyway.
Nice.
Whatever, we'll get through it. But anyway, so yeah, I mean that's kind of what I wanted to do. And yeah, BB, I said I'd like for as many people to come up as possible because, like I said, I'm trying to test out this platform and see how many panelists this will hold. So I'll put the link one more time in the chat, guys. If you guys want to help me out, like I said, you don't have to stay up here long, and you don't really even have to show your face, but it's going to help me out with this platform that I'm trying to use to see how well it handles these panelists. So. So I heard, Mike, you told me so FBI was back in the area today. Is that what you heard?
I heard that they were back in the area. I don't know if it was today, but I did hear that they were back in the area.
Did you hear that, Wayne?
I did hear that. And I saw Mark was out there trying to get drone footage of where they were searching. But like Mike, I don't know if that was today that FBI was out there or at a different day, but they were back out there from what I heard anyways.
Mark has been getting some unbelievable drone footage. I mean, it has been awesome.
Seriously. Yeah. And I'm glad to see him back out there.
Yeah.
And the viewers come right back.
We have another panelist. Welcome in. What is your name?
I can't tell you.
What's going on? How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm trying to figure this out.
What are you trying to figure out?
How to put a picture on there, or I was gonna mute it.
No, don't mute it. We love hearing your voice. That's the reason of us all being together.
But anyway,
I didn't
what do
see
you
any option.
have people up here for? What?
What did you say?
What, Wayne?
I was saying I didn't see any option for a picture or to add any background. So this is my actual house.
So you guys you don't have an option for things that you normally have an option for?
Right.
Interesting.
So what do you normally use, Wayne?
StreamYard.
Welcome in. I think we have another panelist.
How do I mute?
It's just rounded. I'm just here for you to have a spot.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Who is it? I didn't hear your name.
Rhonda Tolliver, the lucky one.
Hey, Rhonda. It's awesome to have you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate your help. So I think we got a new panelist. Who else is in here?
It's BB.
What's up, BB?
What's
How
up,
are you?
BB?
Hey,
I couldn't use the camera because I just got done showering. So.
Okay.
My bad.
Well,
But
that's cool.
is it not just be oversharing, but I'm just saying.
Somebody's got a little echo in the background. If you're watching TV, if you don't mind, you guys turn that down for me. But so yeah, this is awesome. I mean, I think it's handling everybody pretty well.
Yeah.
Was that Trav?
If we can
What's
just
up?
figure that
Trav, are
echo
you in
out.
here? The gentleman in the lower middle. Is that? Can you hear me?
He's muted, I think.
I don't think he can hear me.
yeah.
I think it's
Muted.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Trav. Can you hear me, Trav? What's up? How are you doing, brother? Can you hear me?
I can't hear.
Can't hear you. It's awesome to have him. He's gonna make a road trip down here, Mike. We're gonna have a good
I
time.
know,
We'll hang
you
out.
told me.
Yeah, he's gonna go
We're going
pick
to
up
Waffle House.
MAGA Mama, member for 1 month. Thank you so much, MAGA Mama. It's awesome. Yeah, so Trav's gonna go and pick up a couple people, and they're gonna head down, and we're gonna hang out, Mike.
When?
I don't know. They're gonna let us know. It's gonna be fun though. So I see 6 people in here. So we got Mike, Wayne, Trav, Rhonda, BB, and Patricia. Cool. So BB, where do you think Miss Nancy is?
Amy.
And who? And Jaylene. Yes. I'm sorry. I
Jaylene.
did. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in here. Okay. So,
Nice.
BB, where do you think Nancy is?
Oh man. Well, I think that they did. Oh gosh, there's an awful echo in my end now.
I
Am
don't
I
think they
echoing
can
for
hear
y'all?
it. I don't think they can hear it, but you guys have an echo for some reason. When you guys talk, there's an echo, but I don't think the audience can hear you guys. So that's okay.
Okay, good deal. So I think that maybe she was possibly taken to. I mean, whoever the torture guy is, I think that they were the middleman somehow, and I think she was taken to the border and handed off there. That's just my personal opinion.
Somebody's backing up. I'm not
Now,
sure who's
who the
backing
torture
up.
guy is? Yeah, what is that noise?
Somebody's backing up.
Gonna explode. Yeah, somebody's backing up.
Oh no.
Hey,
So
so
yeah,
I
I
got
don't know. I think she was handed off in my best guess. Or the other thing that I go back because I have 2 theories on that. Either she was taken to the border or she was taken right there in Tucson to the mountains. So, and I tend to lean towards that one just because I don't think they would travel that far with you know of evidence in their car.
Right. Trav, I think we lost
And
Trav.
sorry, hard for me to focus.
No, that's cool. Trav, I think we lost you, man. We couldn't hear you, and I don't think you could hear us. So come back. We'd love to have you, Trav. So yeah, that's interesting. Jaylene, where
But
where
yeah,
where do you think she's at? Jaylene. Maybe Jaylene's not with us anymore. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, I just
Hey,
wanted
Adam.
to. Yes, Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Yeah. So
Hey,
what?
can I try something right quick?
Yes.
I'm going to turn my speaker off and talk and see if that eliminates my echo, but see if you guys can still hear me. So I'm going to do that right now. And I'm just going to keep on talking for just a minute. So I can't hear the echo back on my end when I muted my speaker, but I'm still talking and it looks like my mic's working. So that's something somebody can do when they're talking. They won't hear the echo. It's just turn your speaker off.
Wonder why it does that. That's a little weird. All right. Well, here's what I'm gonna do,
I
guys.
agree.
So I wanted to check this out. I wanted to check kind of how this would go, and so now I'm also going to check a Streamyard link. Okay. So if
You getting a little. Hey,
yeah.
you getting a little too much now. I barely knew how to get on this damn thing.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm gonna do is let's jump off of here, guys, and then I'm gonna put a Streamyard link back
okay.
in here, and then let's come back on Streamyard and let's see if that works a little bit smoother. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But
So let's
either
so we'll drop down. You guys just drop down, and then I'll put the Streamyard link. This
You
is a.
asking a lot, boy.
I think you'll be okay. I think you'll be all right. So let me go over here and get the StreamYard link. Somebody said, Jen, is Glenn able to witness this moment in tech history? Yeah, that's what I'm
It
wondering.
is tech history.
That's what I'm
I don't
wondering.
even know how to get out of this thing.
That's what I am wondering. Is Glenn able to experience this? All right. I think the StreamYard link is going to be. We're back, guys. Anyway, yeah, I think the StreamYard link is obviously going to work a lot better than the rest of them, but I don't like using StreamYard. But it is what it is. Sometimes we got to do what we don't like to do, I guess. Trav's still on my TV right here. He's the only one up here, but he's not. Check. All right, guys, I'm going to drop this StreamYard link. You guys come back and let's talk. It happens. He's watching thinking he is at least. I'm just trying to test out a couple different things, guys. That's all. So here's the StreamYard link. You guys join that. Misty, that should work perfectly fine. So jump on. Let's check it out. Again, like I said, tonight's just going to be a chill session. We're just talking, hanging out, testing some things out. What's up, guys?
I made it.
You made it, brother.
It says now you're delayed.
Do what?
It says now you're delayed.
What do you mean?
It said in the chats now you're delayed.
I'm delayed.
What it says.
I have no idea. We got all kind of people coming in here, so let me. Now, StreamYard will only hold 6 people. I do know that. So we have the lucky one. Let me check this out. The lucky one. How are you doing?
It's Rhonda. I was just checking to see if there's an echo, and there's not.
Hey,
It
Ron.
you sound good.
Thank you. Sound better than I did last time.
Trav, what's up, brother?
What's going on, guys?
It's awesome
What's up,
to hear from
Trav?
you. How are you doing, man?
Chilling, man. Just got home from work a little bit ago, so
Nice.
just chilling. Yeah.
Always putting work in, brother.
Yes, sir. Sir.
So yeah, I'm just trying to check out a couple different things tonight. I don't like using StreamYard, but I think I'm going to have to, unfortunately. Um, so what's up, man? How you been?
Been good, bro. Been good. Did you guys see the video Brian Enter put up earlier?
I did not. I was
Yeah, he said the FBI is back at Nancy's. So first he posted it and then he took it down and then he reposted it again, which is
really
a little strange. But yeah, so apparently they're back at Nancy's. They're looking at something in her backyard.
interesting.
Yeah, so I guess the main focus is something in her backyard, apparently. So
Hmm. No telling what that may be.
yeah, I mean, we'll see. I guess we'll see what
Oh,
they come up with if
nice.
they do come up with something.
But they have had a lot of rain there, and a lot of people were concerned with the rain that they're getting that it may wash something up.
Yeah, possible. It's possible. I know that somebody said something about the walkway in the back there.
Yeah, I heard something about that as well. I mean, I have a very difficult time believing that she's there in her yard, but
Yeah, I mean, since they don't have like a car or like, they couldn't find anything like on cameras, like, on the road or anything, it's starting to lead me to believe that she's not far from her neighborhood, you know?
yeah,
Um,
I agree.
so I mean, we'll see, bro. We'll see.
And that's what Mike and I were talking about. He thinks there was a car. I think Wayne said he thought there was a car, but I don't know. I mean, just it could be just obviously they haven't given us any more evidence, but it seems to me like they would have at least put, unless they, pretty are pretty certain they have understanding of what's going to happen.
Right.
It seems like they would have at least given us a description of a vehicle, but who knows?
I mean, with all the technology out there, I'm surprised more people didn't have cameras that did catch something.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Well, somebody
It's
they
very
had to get
strange.
there.
Very strange.
Because welcome in. Thank you so much. How are you doing?
Hey man, good yourself?
Doing well, doing well. And listen,
Good.
guys, I know we got a lot of people in the backstage. We're just gonna circle through everybody. So, just wanted to talk to a couple people. Then we'll take them down. We'll bring you guys up. So, just bear with us if you're in the backstage, guys. So yes, because thanks for joining us. I think you've been on once or twice before. Is that right?
Yeah, I've been on a few times. Yeah, I really like you guys' channel. This is my first time actually chatting. So yeah, I just wanted to see what you guys are up to. Yeah, like I was just kind of going through how they're at Nancy's house. I mean, that is kind of a bad sign in my opinion. Maybe it just means that they didn't have any DNA. They're just starting from scratch. I don't know. But guess we'll see, right?
We will see. We don't know what's going on. Somebody says they're bundled. Trav, Lena says she's bundled up in a hoodie. What in the world? It's 100 degrees.
It's because I have the AC on full blast, so and like she doesn't like the cold, bro. So
Oh, I got you. I got you.
yeah, yeah.
Dude,
Because when I come home, I'm like I run around a restaurant all day, so I'm like hot as shit. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
no,
I'm just
you're
like
good.
really. I come home and I'm like really hot, so I jump in the shower. I come out and it's like I use hot water, so I get the AC on full blast in the living room, in the bedroom. So she's just like, "You got to cut this out eventually." But
So when
Are
you
you guys all in Arizona? I'm in Vancouver, BC.
I'm in Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
when you gonna make
Yeah.
that road trip, Trav?
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to figure something out, man. Melly's in the comments.
I can't wait.
Let's
Yeah,
let's figure something out.
let's
Yeah.
go. I cannot wait.
Just let me
I
know.
told Lena she's down. So
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That'd
And
be awesome.
yeah,
definitely want to have a meetup at some point for sure. But
yeah. I mean, I would just have to take off of work. Like we can do like a weekend or something like that. And yeah, we just it's not like I said. It's not that. It's nothing but a little drive. So
yeah, it's nothing, man. Yeah.
yeah.
But okay. Well, BB,
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can. Yes, ma'am. Streamyard. Streamyard is sometimes it works great, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know. I'm just trying to try out a couple different things and see what works because we've been having some issues, guys, on the shows, and I just hate it because we can't bring the quality show I want to bring when we keep having these issues, and so just trying to figure out what we need to do. So I appreciate everything.
StreamYard seems to be more user friendly, like as far as us, I think, like using it, like it's just real streamlined. But like you said, you can only get 6 people, and so I guess it kind of depends on what you're going for.
Yeah.
So,
But anyway, so
but yeah, I'll let somebody else come in if you want. Since I don't know if you could hear me telling my theory while I was all robotic earlier or like echoing, but I think it comes down to either the mountains near Tucson or that she was handed off at the border. But it just depends on who the porch guy is. We got to figure that out. So, but
yeah,
that's my strongest theories. So anyhow, but
cool.
I hope you guys have a good night. I'll let somebody else come in from backstage. But thanks for all you're doing.
Thanks,
We'll
BB.
see
We
you, BB.
appreciate you.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
All right, bye
Bye.
bye. All
Yeah,
right,
I'm gonna hop off real quick too. I just wanted to stop in and say what's up.
cool, brother. Thanks. It's awesome to see you,
I'll be in
man.
the chat. Yeah, you know I'll be in the chat. So
Thanks for everything, brother.
all right,
Tell your
have
girl
a
I
good
said
night.
hey. All right, see you later.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And I can let people in.
Well, what's the last words, Jaylee?
Um, I'm not telling you any kind of theory because I'll give you a wacky one.
Okay,
Hey.
well,
We've come up with some wacky ones.
yeah, we have. All
No.
right, well, keep me posted. How about that?
Okay.
All right, I'll see you later, Jaylee.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. All right, because last words. What do you think? What is your theory here?
I don't. You know what? Honestly, man, I don't have a lot of theories. I just kind of listen to what you guys are saying. I don't have any. I just kind of go with what facts we have. Like I kind of follow, the bite light, the mouth light, and I kind of am wondering who uses that. Like that's pretty hard. Like you know what I mean? Like those are hard things that people are using, and the stuff that I've kind of looked at, it's like either a mechanic uses it or an electrician. The guy might be just a blue collar 9 to 5 guy. He's off on the weekends, and that's when he's kind of like checking out Nancy's place, right? So yeah, man, I don't have anything. I just kind of just checking things out.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you
Thank
being
you.
here. Yeah, thank you so much, and thanks for watching. Okay,
I appreciate it. Thank
have a
you.
good one. All right, bye bye.
See ya.
All right, Mike. Let's see who we got in the backstage. We had a lot of people. I'm not sure if they were still waiting because I don't know. We got Wayne. We got Jen. We got the celebrity in the house. 2 celebrities. We Investigates and Jen with Thornbridge X Unfiltered. Thank you guys for being with us.
Honored.
Misty, come back. Misty was here, and there was one other person that was here. So we have room for 2 more people right now, guys. So you guys come back with us.
Adam, I just have to say, I don't know how you do it with the computer trying to stay up and then like read the chat. I'm lost, Joe.
Well, it just pisses me off because I don't mind all that. It's just you finding a platform that works is really I don't know, disheartening because
Right.
you want to find something that works well. Like right now, I'm the only one that's in 1080p. You guys are in 720 because of StreamYard, and that's what I don't like. That's why I was trying to use a different platform so we could, get the biggest benefit out of people's cameras. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. But Jen, how you doing tonight?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing
Doing
wonderful.
good.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course, I wanted to, join the vampire crew. I like this.
Yeah, it's just a late night hangout session. Just chilling with each other.
Mhm.
No, I think
Chilling.
it's fun. I'm
Um,
glad I'm not the only one that's not getting sleep. So
Right. Right.
yeah,
For
definitely
sure.
not getting sleep. So
I was getting ready to get in bed and he calls me and goes, "You want to go live?" I'm like, "What the hell?"
well, at least you put a shirt on, so that's good.
Right?
Right. Mm.
so Jennifer,
Well,
where?
something.
No, go ahead,
Go
Jennifer.
ahead.
Sorry.
No. Oh, that was it.
I was just gonna say. So you guys have done some awesome work, and you've had some awesome people on. So where are you, if you want to say, where are you right now with where do you think Nancy is?
Oh my God. I've never been more confused in my life. I was a little surprised by what Bill said. And then apparently, if you go on X, it's like the freaking who is blowing up?
Me.
Mike is backing up.
It's saying it's past my bedtime.
I'm like, oh my God. I thought your seat was going to eject you or something. I didn't know what was happening.
I had to
You
move the
know,
clock over here next to me so every time it goes off, I can hit it.
that's funny. No, I think having Bill on was a little enlightening because I've been trying to figure out why they wouldn't go at least vet the tip in Mexico. It's been interesting to me, and I think it's been a little confusing too because we are on X just to post what we're going to be doing. That's about it. I hardly ever go on X. Then I look down at my phone and there's 14 tags, 5 million messages. I'm like, what is going on? And then I've never felt more like a boomer because I couldn't figure out how to read. Like people will be asking questions and I'm tagged in somebody else's tag. And I'm like, I don't even know what you guys are commenting on. So how can I reply? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And all of it was over what Bill said about, the certificate. And I mean, it was I think there were only two men that commented. It was all women. Show us what you got. I think he's lying. I'm like, wow, a little aggressive, folks. Can we calm down? So I didn't say it. He did. And he did have it's a service that's done through TransUnion. So it's legit. It's not some, off product. And it's called TLO XP. I finally got the name of it today. You have to be a licensed private detective, where you have to show a background check, your license, all identification. It's like this major thing to be able to use it. You have to either be law enforcement, private detective, an attorney. It's it's pretty qualified to be able to use this service. And it does show that she's deceased. And it shows her death date is February 1st. So he was concerned about it. And he told me after the show, he goes, my problem is I don't know what document was used to certify her death. And he said, and this concerns me a little bit because I'm a little concerned there could be fraud. And I said, okay. And he goes, because I don't think any of us have heard that she's officially been declared, deceased on, by any court or anything else. He was doing a poll for a bunch of different people for, the people that have been detained and all sorts of stuff. And of course, did a new poll on her because he hadn't looked her up in a while to see if there was any other information that was coming up. And from what he explained to me, he put in a phone call to TLO this morning, never got a call back. He called back again this afternoon, like he was updating me all day and said, I still don't have an answer. He said, I'm just waiting to see what documents they used to declare her deceased. And ironically, when I looked it up on Google and whatever, I guess TLO can also use, which was surprising to me, like an obituary, a funeral home notification, that kind of thing. And I was like, so let me get this straight. TransUnion can tell people they can't buy a house, but they're getting it from Facebook. So I'm like, I don't, there's a little bit of concern I have, and that's why he said he was concerned. He wanted to find out where, because most of the time the records come from either a court document or a medical examiner or something like that. He said he's never experienced anything like this where a person hasn't been publicly this public of a case where they're being declared deceased through TransUnion. And if any of you know credit pulls, that's the company that does this. But again, it's only attorneys can use this, licensed detectives and law enforcement. So he was a little confused, and that's why he was concerned. He was like, something may be going on. So anyway, I do have a copy of the document. It is very interesting. The other thing that was interesting is that it shows her last residence as Maricopa County, which is where Phoenix is. And the residences that are listed on that document, there's nothing in Phoenix. So it's This case just keeps getting more and more strange. That's all I'll tell you. And what was really interesting too, after Bill was on, he started asking my opinion, which I thought was nice. He said, I'm really curious because I feel like you've done a lot of research on this. What do you think is connected here? And I said, I mean, if you asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have told you I had a definitive answer on what I think happened. And I said, and now I said, I'm finding all sorts of weird connections between the people. I found out some more today because he said, is there anybody you want to know something on? So I'm like, yes. So I got a little more information, and there's some associates of the people that were detained that connect all sorts of weird people that I was not expecting to the case that we've all heard names of. And that is very interesting to me. But before I say anything publicly, I want to check it out and make sure that I'm repeating factual information. But I will just say that there's some last names that have already been used in detaining that are connected to other people that we had question marks over. Like, are these people connected? And they showed up in associates. The last names did. And that was interesting to me in this kind of a poll. So this case, I think, is baffling everybody. But him saying that he has actually worked at least 2 cases that he can remember where the body had been found and the public was not notified was very fascinating to me.
Interesting. Misty, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm doing
Doing
wonderful.
good.
Misty?
Hey, real quick, guys. Alex said that he's got something interesting on his YouTube page. So I'm going to click over and watch that. So you guys are not going to be able to see it on our screen. But if you have a secondary device that you're watching, the audience will be able to see it, but you guys on the panel won't be able to see it.
I just watched it.
So I'm going to click over real quick, guys, and I'm going to play this real quick, and then I'll pop back over. So you guys just hang in here with me. Let me take Mr. Powell's picture down here, guys. What a nice guy, though. He was a really nice guy.
Right.
And very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. All right, let me go over here to Criminal Network's channel and check this out.
Hey, Misty, by the way.
Wayne, I'm mad at you.
Uh-oh.
I'm very.
You've been cheating on me and Shibby.
Dang. All right, here we go, guys. Let's check this out. Here we go.
Okay. All right, Adam.
910 units, somebody copy and attempt to locate for a vehicle of interest in the Nancy Guthrie case, last seen the area of Ina Road in Thornydale and on direction travel. Just 910 units, somebody copy and attempt to locate for a vehicle of interest in the Nancy Guthrie case, last seen the area of Ina Road in Thornydale Road and on direction travel. It's going to be a dark blue 2019 Chevy Malibu, Arizona, Mary, Adam, Lincoln, Ida, Union, William. Vehicle of interest in Nancy Guthrie case sometime on 2/11/2016 in the I-930 area. If located, PC will need to be established for stop to identify the driver. Again, it's going to be a vehicle of interest. It's going to be a dark blue 2019 Chevy Malibu, Arizona, Mary, Adam, Lincoln, Ida, Union, William. Last seen in the area of Ina and Thornydale, and of attempt to locate 2215 hours.
302 traffic, channel 307 is on a set Victor Adam, 0 Edward North. West 9 vehicle saver.
10-4, 2226.
Check copy, 2227.
937, I copy 1015 for 1381. Do you need an active sir?
937, can you start Nuttles, no hold, white color?
Can you
see if you have a free ball, please?
2233 hours, 937. 937, county does have a FLEBO. Where do you want a 45 on that?
Somebody 45 on their office, please.
District firm at R103. 2234, 937, your FLEBO will 45 you at the 103.
937, thank you.
2235 hours.
Jerry to East 370 DPS requesting a football mess to Jerry to East Coast Green. I'm like 422 Thursday.
$32.42.
Interesting. Did you guys hear that at least on the panel?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I heard it.
You guys did hear it. Interesting.
I mean, I had to hear it on a secondary device.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
you
Okay.
guys
Isn't that Luke Daly's car?
Again, I don't. I mean, I know he had a wrecked. I thought he had a wrecked Malibu, right, guys?
And it was
Under a
blue.
tarp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
So when was this call? This was after Nancy was taken her. I think his
It
car
said
was
the second, right? So
You
like
guys
the
want?
next day.
Do you want to hear it again?
It was
just-
hard for me to understand what they were saying on the
It's,
call,
yes,
but
it's just 2 minutes. Let's hear this again, guys, because this is big. I think Alex, great job, Criminal Network,
Yeah, definitely.
as
They
always.
said Luke had a Dodge.
I mean, oh my gosh.
You hear me, Adam?
Oh,
Luke-
it
He
says
said Alex-
February 11th.
Alex
Okay.
said Luke had a Dodge.
Luke had a Dodge. Okay, so was the Malibu the alleged car that they heard a woman screaming out of?
That's what I thought.
that's
Yeah,
what I thought.
I remember that.
yeah.
Interesting.
There was.
I think they just. I don't know.
there
Did
was
they say what kind of car, or it was just
yeah,
a blue
I think
car?
they did, and it said it was a 911 call, but they said allegedly it wasn't related.
Like they
They're
say,
saying here
everything's
that
not
it- that it
We say
was.
allegedly a lot on YouTube too.
We do. All right, let's check this out one more time.
Okay.
Let's listen to this one more time, guys. See if I can pull some things out of this.
All right.
We have a T-shirt with allegedly on it.
Nice.
I'm
Love
gonna
it.
get one.
All right, let's listen one more time.
Okay. Don't forget the delay.
Unitary unit, somebody copy and attempt to locate for a vehicle of interest in the Nancy Guthrie case, last seen the area of Ina Road in Thornydale, unknown direction of travel. Just 9 units, somebody copy and attempt to locate for a vehicle of interest in the Nancy Guthrie case, last seen the area of Ina Road in Thornydale Road, unknown direction of travel. It's going to be a dark blue 2019 Chevy Malibu, Arizona, Mary, Adam, Lincoln, Ida, Union, William. Vehicle of interest in Nancy Guthrie case sometime on 2/11/2016 in the I-930 area. If located, PC will need to be established for stop to identify the driver. Again, it's going to be a vehicle of interest. It's going to be a dark blue 2019 Chevy Malibu, Arizona, Mary, Adam, Lincoln, Ida, Union, William. Last seen in the area of Ina and Thornydale. End of attempt to locate 22:15 hours.
Traffic, Chemistry Centers on a set of Victor Adam, 0 Edward North. West 9 Lucas and 3 Buick Saber.
10-4, 2226.
Check copy 2227.
937, I copy 1015 for 1381. Do you need an active sir?
937. Can you start Nuttles, no hold, white color?
You are set.
Can you see tell me other people on please?
2233 hours. 937. 937. County does have a FLEBO. Where do you want a 45 on that?
And make 45 on their office, please.
District Farm at R103. 2234. 937, your FLEBO will 45 you at the 103.
937, thank you.
2235 hours.
Ram 18 to Jerry to East 370 DPS requesting a foot bottom S to Jerry to East Highway. Ram 422
937, thank you. 697.
2242 hours.
Interesting. Very interesting. If anybody has the capability of running plates, I'd love to know who that comes back to.
I was gonna say that's the license plate number. It's hard for me to keep up, but it's
I have
police.
screenshots of it. I'm going to send it to Bill. See what
There
he
you go.
says.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's very, very interesting. So, Misty, so sorry we didn't hear a lot from you. So, how are you doing tonight?
I'm great. And I wanted to say, Mike, I love seeing your eyes. You are so handsome.
Well, thank you.
And I feel so honored to be beside Jen on this panel.
You're beside a good one.
And Wayne, I forgive you if you're there.
Thank you so much.
No, no,
That means the world to me. I can show my face again.
How's your night shift going now, Misty?
Oh, I'm not on night shift right now. I'm about to start a
Oh,
13-week contract though.
So,
okay. I
Don't know
thought
if
you.
it's going to be days or nights. It's just going to be what they give me.
so
That's
Misty,
fine.
where do you think Miss Nancy is?
Oh my gosh, man.
Tough
You
question.
want my first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth
Right.
opinion? Because I have no idea.
It's tough.
I mean, really, do you want all of them?
Number
If
one.
you, hey, Misty,
What's your
if
top?
you
What's your top two?
if you had to bet $100, what would it be?
Y'all are asking a very hard question tonight because, well, I can't say why. Because despite anything that I know as of tonight, I'm going to say she is buried somewhere in the desert or she's in Italy.
Mm.
Okay.
And that's just my best.
Alive in Italy or not alive?
Alive in Italy.
Interesting.
But that has nothing to do with my opinion. I can't give my opinion on tonight because, well, because I can't tell y'all why I can't give my opinion. So we'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right.
More secrets.
Fair enough.
Alex is crazy.
Alex is so freaking awesome. I love him so much.
Alex
So
is a trip, man. He's so cool.
so that's interesting. So yeah, I think again, I'd love to go back and try to find. I think I heard the. I think I heard a 911 call about the.
Did y'all see Alex's? Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. About the alleged person that was screaming out of the car, but again, they said it wasn't related at the time. So
Yeah.
Well,
That's
nothing's related even to this day, right? Nothing is related. If you're
or
going to
yeah.
ask the question, it's not related to the Nancy Guthrie case.
yeah,
That's the answer to everything.
Yeah. You could tell them you got porch guy right here, right now, and they'll say, well, it's not related.
Yeah, he's not related. He's not
yeah.
related.
So the Bear Pantry Show. Thank you so much for joining us. She says, in my opinion, she thinks she's in Vermont, alive with Cameron. It's good. That's a good theory.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That could, yeah, I mean,
We have not heard much of him. That's for sure. So Jen,
Yes.
what is your ultimate theory now? What happened? What happened to
I still
Nancy
think-
Guthrie?
Oh my gosh. So ominous.
I don't have an Alex voice, but
You should start telling ghost stories.
you should hear us. Hold
I
on,
just-
Jennifer. You should hear us before the show starts. I do these breathing
Breathe in.
techniques for Mike, so that
breathe out. For me. You doing for me, you doing for you.
Breathe in
In through your nose and out through your mouth.
and breathe.
1, 2, 3. 1,
Now, are
2,
you
3,
are you
4,
doing the
5,
downward
6.
dog when you do this, or are you
Mike is.
Oh my God.
Okay. Calling
I'm
out
picturing the
shots.
two of them on yoga mats, like breathe in.
What's happening here?
Okay.
Not
Namaste.
that kind of
Namaste.
downward dog. Oh my god.
Adam's
No,
got jokes,
yoga.
huh?
This is an
Totally
ACO after dark.
Totally,
Hey, don't-
totally yoga downward dog, guys.
Wait,
Hey, don't
Mike's
get
gonna
mad
tell us.
when you get busted, Adam, and I call you out on something.
Come on, Mike. Come with it now.
Anyway, so sorry, Jennifer, but
Mike, I'm a good girl. No, that's
No, he just
Oh,
always
she's
says
so
I
good,
like
guys.
I do something, or I'm the one that's getting to be Magic Mike. Next time it's your ass.
Oh,
Oh, let's ask Glenn about that.
oh my god.
Oh, I'm talking to
Anyway.
Adam. I'm not talking to Jen.
Oh,
I'm cussing Adam out. I ain't cussing Jen out.
I
so
wasn't
used
sure
to
who was getting cussed out.
No, not.
it's always
hey,
me, guys.
It's
always
always
me.
going to be Adam.
It's always me.
I'm always going to cuss
Everything
Adam
is
out.
always Adam's fault.
It's
Just
my
make that
fault,
clear.
and I'll take it.
Everything.
I will
Yeah.
take
it's
it.
easier.
Anyway, so sorry,
Good
Jen.
Lord.
Sorry, Jen. Before
No, it's fine.
we'll rewind before downward dog. So what do you think?
God.
Somebody says as Glenn looks at her.
Oh, Glenn is dying right now. His face, you should see it
I
right
love
now.
you
Like,
guys. I love
what
Jenny
the,
Gwen.
Right.
like, what the hell is happening
Oh
over
my
here?
lord.
Jen, I would
Um,
never, Jen, I would never disrespect you like that. Adam, yes.
Just tell Glenn, hey, Misty Haynes is on the panel, so just
Yeah.
he's laughing. He's laughing. I think my problem was that somebody also just played that. I think it was Crime Crunchies. Yeah, it was Crime Crunchies. Courtney
Hmm.
just played the segment of Kathy Lee. I had only seen a portion of that segment where she was interviewed by that Fox Girls talk show. Did you see that?
I don't think I did.
Okay, well, Kathy Lee was interviewed and asked, yeah, you probably should Google it. I wonder if you can pull it up on your panel right now. It's very interesting because she was asked politely, look, I don't want to step on any toes, and
Hey, Miss Long, how are you?
um, and so any yeah, the family, I guess, had called her and said, please don't talk. She had been asked to come on the Today Show. She'd been asked to come on Fox News. This is Kathy Lee Gifford. And because she's been friends with the family. And apparently, a family member, she didn't say who, from the Guthrie family, called her and specifically asked her to please not talk to any talk show or talk about anything to do with this. And then the girl was like, oh, and she said, so if you, she goes, so I declined. And she basically says something about, say some prayers for the family. Everybody, if they think of Miss Guthrie, say some prayers. And then she said something to the effect of, I have my own opinions on what happened and I just hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I thought that was, wow.
Interesting.
That was, yeah. And I hate the fact that, Glenn played clips from, the last several weeks of no one's cleared, no one's cleared. And then I don't know if you guys saw that in our intro. And then he said, but the family is victims, but no one's cleared. I mean, it's like I think he's lost the trust of America at this point, if not the world, because there's people, on your channel that watch from all over the world, our channel. It's just it's embarrassing for his department. But beyond that, it's like nobody wants to talk bad about any law enforcement. It's just the question is, why is he saying stuff like that? So is he getting pressure, from the Guthrie family to claim that they're cleared when they're really not? And then there's that other clip of Nano saying, look, we don't want to say that they're cleared. And then if something comes up, and then it's just awkward. I think there's too many questions that I have about how she got to their house and how she got home. And I don't think it made it any better that most of us have been sitting on pins and needles trying to figure out the frickin' pacemaker, because that seemed to be the last proof of life that we had at 2:28 a.m. on February the 1st. And then they just came out with a statement from Pima County Sheriff's Office saying that her last proven time of being alive was the night of January 31st. So, that ends at midnight, folks. So they have no proof of porch guy coming in and Mrs. Guthrie being in the home and being there past midnight. And that's weird. I would think that her Apple Watch would have shown that she was there past midnight. I would have thought that there would have been some sort of camera footage in the home that they could at least keep up this, yep, he came in at 2 a.m. because I mean, supposedly there's cameras in the house. That's what he said. So I have a lot of questions on who broke into this home that did not know the family very well and knew where all the cameras were, how to get in the home, and knew where all the cameras were inside the home. That's
And then
that's a
how to cover it
different
up.
that's a whole different type of reconnaissance, folks. That's not, oh, that's where she has an outdoor camera. Oh, that's where she has a night light that comes on at a certain time with motion detection. This is a whole different type of surveillance that's been done in that home. And so the questions are, who was in her home over the last year that would know where cameras were, what her pattern of life was, when she would leave to either be in the home by the time she got home from Annie and Tommaso's, or to be given keys to get into the home. I just, I'm going to say one more thing and then I'll get off and y'all can talk. But the guy that we call Mr. Tucson that calls us anonymously and emails us anonymously, this gentleman lives right near Nancy. He owns a very large company, and he said he doesn't want to risk his reputation at this point, but they have friends that know Annie personally. They have questions. And he has sent me multiple emails, and I'm happy to share them on our show. He said that I can share it as long as I don't share what his name is. But they've come up with some of their own theories, which I think line up with a lot of ours, is that I don't know if she made it home. There's just, there's a lot of questions when you talk to EMTs, when you talk to nurses like Misty, when you talk to people that are educated with working with trauma patients that have been on blood thinners and are elderly and thin skinned, and you look at the blood on that front porch, then more question marks appear. Because if somebody broke her nose or hit her in the face enough that she has blood going down her throat and she's coughing up blood, then where's the rest of the blood? My son looked at it and went, "Didn't you say she was in her 80s and on blood thinners? And that's the one that's a firefighter." And I said, "Yes." And he goes, "I don't understand. She obviously had, I want to know why she had blood in her mouth, but this would look like she was on all fours or something." And I said, "That's what a blood splatter expert said." Because he said it's very close proximity. He goes, "But if she was on blood thinners," he was like, "Don't you remember when your dad was at the house and he just banged his arm into the countertop and he started bleeding and needed a paper towel?" He goes, "If somebody hit her in the face enough for her to have a bloody nose, there would have been a lot more blood. I'm just
Yes.
wondering what happened." And that's just an EMT firefighter, not a blood splatter expert, but there's just a lot of question marks, I think, for those of us that are armchair detectives and have a little bit of knowledge about a few things. It's just there's
Yeah.
so many questions.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a great point. Real quick, I want to say, Sharon, thank you so much for your support. She says, I don't understand why she didn't take her 10 p.m. dose of medication. Any thoughts? And that's something that goes. It's a good segue into great point, Jen. And I always thought, there's no way she didn't make it home. Until we did that show, that maybe she didn't make it home. And once I did that research and found out how easy it was that maybe she didn't make it home, if someone turned her phone off or if someone put it in airplane mode or whatever the case may be, someone opened the garage door manually, possibly turned the Wi-Fi signal off to it, opened it up and down manually. There, there's definitely the plausibility that she did not make it home.
So,
And then,
can I ask a question, Adam?
yeah, certainly.
Before I forget.
Yes.
So, let's say that she did make it home. We under the impression that the blood was planted.
I mean, it's so goofy. I mean, I don't even, it sounds like something out of a freaking movie.
I don't believe that for a
But
second, no.
I mean,
So, so that's my whole hold up. Like, if if the blood was planted, then yes, I could see that she didn't make it home. The other thing is, my theory is that they went out the back door. So I can't explain why the blood is on the front door on the front stoop. And that's my hold up with everything. If we
unless
can
they
answer,
unless they lured her out front, Mike, and then something happened, they scared her, and then she ran back in. She started bleeding.
But Mike, you make a great statement there, because one of the things that they said was that those blood droplets were oxygenated, which means they happened not long before. So they gave us that information, but they didn't take the math. They didn't take any kind of evidence, but they're going to give us that information and nothing else. I'm
Well,
loving
Well,
this side of you, Mike. I am loving this side of you.
well, thank you.
well, but do y'all remember that on Juanita's 911, or what she thinks is the 911 call or like response, where they said Ashley Banfield had said that they were told, or that she was told by the officer that we now know is part of Pima County, that said that there was blood droplets inside that matched the outside. Well, on that 911 response or the scanner traffic, he said, just be careful when you come in. Don't try not to disturb anything in the house that could have a scent, and try not to, step on the blood on the front porch. Never mentioned blood on the inside, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
I thought that that was a strange omission. And again, she would have had to have been on all fours. So that would mean she would have to be in and outside of the house. And there's no finger smears, no,
No
it's just a
footprints.
very small amount. And for her to be on all fours and weak and barely able to walk to her mailbox, as Savannah has said, and even her friend said that she had to help her. It's like, how do you not? I mean, somebody said, well, unless she was hogtied. I'm like, hogtied? And then, I mean, I guess you're trying to carry her out a door that swings close. I mean, did they have that propped open too? I just have so many questions.
Well,
As
the
It
we
just
all,
doesn't make sense.
as
what
we
the
all do.
right the one thing that gets me is if the blood, let's say blood. In my first theory, when we first came and started talking about it, I truly thought that the blood at the front was planted, just due to the fact of the best way to get rid of a crime scene is contamination. And so if I don't have them go out the front door, or I don't have the police come in the front door, because I plant something there to make them come in the back door or the side where I actually left with the victim, then there's going to be contamination when they walk in. If they would have come in the front door and I took them out the back door, right? Like, they're going to come up to the front, they're going to come in through the garage. But I want the police, or I want investigators, or I want people who are coming in, I want them to track over where I came so it covers my tracks. Does that make sense? So that's what made me think to begin with, like, hey, maybe that it is planted. I have worked cases that I have seen planted evidence. We see it all the time, and I'm not saying in this case, but we see it all the time where people have getting convictions overturned because somebody plants evidence, whether it's law enforcement, so it's not out of the realm of saying you're planting evidence. And if I plant evidence at the front door and I went out the back door, where's the police going to come in? They're gonna come in the back door. They're gonna come in the side door, and that's where my escape route was. So what are they going to be doing? Well, everybody's going to be thinking she came out the front door because the blood's there. Well, then in return, they're going out the back door, and the police come in the back door.
So they contaminated the crime scene.
That would be me. That would be my thinking.
Well, one thing too that I just can't get over as I reference this back and back and back. It's so difficult for me to believe that there would not be any footprints in that blood.
I have to say this real quick, guys. Sorry, before we get too past Mike's. So that's the thing, though. They did no investigation. None. They did no investigation.
But we didn't. But like, if you're committing, think about it. If we were committing a crime, per se, hypothetically, wouldn't we want somebody to come back and cover our tracks? And they wouldn't have known that there wouldn't have been an investigation, like, leading up to it. You would be planning for everything. They had to have planned with no DNA. They found no DNA. They found nothing. Why do you think that is?
It was
Because
a perfect crime because people knew. People knew, and somebody covered it up, in my opinion.
Good night, Justine.
Oh, good night, Justine. I love you, girl.
Good night.
What do you guys think seriously about? I'm not saying it's planted. I don't know. Could be. Could not be.
that's the only question. And that's my biggest hang up, right? Like, if we're thinking she came out the front door, then like where there has to be more footage. If she came out the front door, there had to be a car. If she came out the like there has to be so many things that we should been able to pick up that we haven't been able to pick up. And that's just where I'm thinking. And I'm not saying the blood is planted or it isn't. I'm just saying like it's hard to fathom. Like you said, there's no smears in the blood.
That's
There's
what
no
I can't get past that.
if
I
she
can't
was
either.
if she was on all fours and they're trying to drag her out of the house, they're
She's
trying
gonna
to get
have
out of it,
she's gonna have handprints somewhere.
and they're going to be dragged. There's going to be
Yeah.
it's gravel,
Smearing.
like,
There's going to be smearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
and there's not like that.
I mean, I
I
see
don't know.
one heel print, one something, but I'm like, how do we know who that's from? Because that's after the fact. That's not crime scene footage. That's after footage. That could have been one of the officers walking up and going, "Oh, shoot, there's blood." I mean,
Right.
who knows?
I mean,
And
it's too
I'm
perfect. I mean, I don't mean to cut you off, Jen, but to me, the blood is just it's too perfect. I mean,
that's exactly it.
yeah.
And when Preston looked at it, he went, "I don't get it." Like he goes, "First, there's two factors here." He goes, I mean, it was interesting because Mr. Tucson was one of them that mentioned it too. He said, "Look, he goes, I'm what they call a an old boxer." He goes, "I should have stopped doing it a long time ago." He goes, "But the older I get," he was like, they call it something. He said golden or something. He goes, "It's a fancy way of saying we're old. We're too old." And he said, "Look, the older we get, our blood vessels are thinner, our skin's thinner." He goes, "So now when I get hit in the face, I'm bleeding like a lot." And he goes, "And I keep looking at that porch going, I don't even know what that is, because that's not a bloody nose from somebody that got smacked in the face." He was
No.
like, "Because
It's gonna be
if she got smacked in the face, there would be a significant amount of blood." He thought.
exactly.
Okay.
Especially,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
hold on 1 second, Misty. Especially if so, we go back to this blood thinner thing. If she got punched in the nose or pistol whipped, there's gonna be so much more blood, guys, than what's there.
I agree. I mean,
Well, Misty's the nurse. What do
Yeah,
you
that's right,
think?
Misty. What do you
No,
think?
I mean, what
I'm
if it
saying
happened?
every single day someone opens my eyes to another, what I can imagine. So I was going to say right here, right now, talking about the blood. Yeah, there's one little splatter, there's droplets, but was there nothing in the driveway?
We
There
don't
was
know.
some
No.
down the sidewalk. There were a few drops down the sidewalk leading to the very edge of the driveway, and that's where it stopped. And I think
But
that
Wayne, wasn't it like 4 or 5 drops?
it was, yeah. But you got to remember too that the sprinkler was broke. So when it went off on a timer, the sprinkler was spraying water around the area that day until they came and fixed the sprinkler as well.
And that's why I love you guys. You all you guys, like all our opinions
And to me too, she
coming
don't have to be
together.
there
Just
very long to bleed all over the place. I mean, and I don't necessarily think she had to be down on all fours. I think that she could have been hit and dropped and then scooped pretty quick. She could have coughed that one time, scooped pretty quick, and now you're scooped, so your head is directly where your body is. So she's bleeding on herself.
Well, and the other person. But here's my thing: if they were taking her out that door, and she's bleeding, in my opinion, there can't be another person behind her, because
Oh no,
if she's bleeding, that person is going to step in that blood.
good
yes,
point.
I agree with that. Yeah,
Great
so
point.
it's one
But that's
with
but
her
to your
there at
point,
the door.
Adam, does that mean that he's in front of her and dragging her out and trying to hold both doors and get her out?
Can't be because there's no drag marks.
Well, but
that's
that's
why
what I'm
that
saying. For him to not step in it behind her, would
He,
I would think that she would have to be in front of him because he would have to be holding the doors and shutting the doors. And
well,
I just,
he would have to
Well,
be in front of her somehow, holding her. In my opinion, holding her, bringing her backwards in order for there not to be any footprints on him. I mean, from him, and it just doesn't add up. It just doesn't make sense.
In
Um,
my on
yeah, go ahead, Misty.
go ahead, Miss.
in my honest opinion, looking at the blood and the little splatter, it looks like somebody was holding her over their shoulder and she was dripping blood. Maybe she coughed one time. I don't know. And I don't think that it's a broken nose or anything like that, but I'm just saying it's droplets. And you made, I love that. See, I love talking to you guys. Adam, you made the point exactly. What is
It
that?
needs to be too
Oh,
high for it to be on somebody's shoulder. That's what Jen was kind of saying. You're not going
oh,
to get
well,
the droplets from that height of somebody being over their shoulder.
it depends on how they were carrying her.
Yeah, but the cough, Jim Clemente, which is a blood splatter expert for the FBI, he said that for that cough, that expiration to be that perfect in a circle, she would have had to been directly above it on all fours. And that's why I went, this is
Or
weird.
planted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Make
Yeah,
sure
or
because
you
I don't
yeah,
agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
Well,
But
moisturize
yeah, I'm
get
just a nurse. I'm not a
Mi-
blood spatter expert
right
at all.
Misty,
but
what were
not
you going to say originally though? What point that I made?
I forgot now.
About being in the front, probably about being in the front, dragging, nobody could be behind her.
yeah.
Okay, like if anybody was walking behind, well, I want to say somebody carrying her out. The footprints, there's no footprints anywhere. So is this a matter? Well, Wayne just said that there were droplets in the driveway, which I did not know, which is why I love talking to you guys. But there's droplets, there's a small splatter, one small splatter. So where does it lead to? Or does it just disappear?
It's a
well,
great
I don't
point.
think there was any in the driveway. There's some going down the sidewalk.
It's like one
And
drop at the very end of the driveway. There's some going down the sidewalk, and then you got the steps, and then you got the edge of the driveway. There's like one drop right there, and that's where they believe
Well,
that she.
what if they carried her
oh,
inside?
okay.
What if they carried her inside?
That's a good point as well. Real quick, Sikorsky, thanks for being here with us. Sikorsky says, "Love you guys. Patriot pride for life. Let's go,
Love you,
Sikorsky."
Sikorsky.
DJ
I love her
support.
so much.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
that's a
don't know. Chris McDonough showed it going off to the side, which I mean, honestly, that's what I figured they did with her. Was if you're facing the front of the house, go to the left because there's a gravel
that's right.
pathway that's lined with rocks on either
Yeah.
side that goes straight to the driveway. And I thought, if she's walking out, which is kind of what they've made it sound like, that they walked her out of the home, then I would think that that would be the easiest way rather than traversing those steps in pitch black darkness. But I don't know.
I
Well,
don't think
based on the evidence,
shut my voice
that
on that.
based on the evidence that we were just saying, if she did walk, she had to have fallen. Based on the evidence they're saying, so she had to have fallen maybe through the threshold, hit on all fours, expirated. Is that the term, Misty? Expirated?
Expired? Like, are you talking about death?
No.
Expired?
The
Call
oxygenated blood.
Yeah, expiration.
Yes.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah.
expected.
So fell across maybe the threshold,
Mm-hmm.
coughed, and then got up and walked. Because I agree with Jen. I don't think they took her down the steps. I think they took her to that pathway that rolls back into the driveway. And if there was a vehicle there, if they pulled the vehicle, I think initially the plan was to go to the casita. I think that was the initial plan. And I think something went wrong, and they had to pull that car around. And I think they pulled it around to where that walkway hit back into the driveway, and then they put her in there.
Does
Yeah.
anybody know where Ashley Banfield got the evidence that there was blood inside the door?
It
Uh,
was she said it was from somebody in
uh,
Pima County.
yeah, law enforcement source.
But a lot of her
Yeah.
sources
And
didn't
I
end up
don't think there
panning
was
out,
any
correct?
blood going the other way. That's just, I think they were looking at that path because the detectives were looking at that path, but Chris McDonough didn't ever show that there was blood going over to the side like that. He was just stating the fact that the detectives were spending a lot of time looking in that direction. So maybe they were talking about a way of somebody else coming through that path, but there were actually blood droplets going on down the sidewalk towards the steps, then over the steps, and then right at the edge of the driveway.
Oh, okay. See, I never saw that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you
Let me
can
ask
look
you.
up
Interesting.
some of that early footage and you can see that.
Let me ask y'all a question. So, let's say that we're the group. right? And we're going to use common sense here. And we're the ones who are going to supposedly abduct an 84-year-old woman. And we pull up, we're gonna park at the road and take her out the front of the house when there's a busted light in the back. There's plenty of concealment in the back next to the casita. We're gonna take the time to prop open doors, 2 sets of doors, and take her out. That she's so quick and nimble that she gets out to the front of the house. The only way she comes out of the front of the house, in my opinion, I don't think she's going to open a door at 2 something in the morning and just open a door for somebody. Nope. So where did they make the entrance? It had to have been the back. They're not going to risk going in the back and then coming back out the front to then take her on a path to go down to the side or go down the steps. If I came to y'all with that plan, y'all would all look at me and be like, "That's the dumbest shit I ever heard."
I mean,
or did it start to happen on the sidewalk?
House, a lot of cameras over on that side too, though. You know, there's a neighbor right there, the gym people. They got a balcony; they can see right off and see the garage and everything right there. And then there's a lot of cameras on that side of the house. I'm not saying that was not the original plan, was to take her out that way, but what we were talking about earlier and what Adam was saying is Plan B had to kick in. So Plan B was to go out that door, and that's the only way you can explain that blood there.
Well, okay, so let me ask you this.
Yes, it was planted.
So plan, and I'm just thinking, like, Plan A is not working out, so we have to go to Plan B, and we're so organized that we don't leave any evidence. That don't make sense to me.
Real quick,
because
I'm sorry, real quick. Let me say, Dom C, thank you so much. With all the discrepancies, it's difficult to know if evidence is real, planted, inaccurate, or simply made up. Praying for Nancy and justice. Thank you, Dom C.
I love you, Dom C.
Sorry, Mike.
I love Dom C.
Oh yeah, you good. I
And
don't.
thank you, Sikorsky.
I just don't see if the plan goes off without a hitch, right? If we're sitting there and the plan goes off without a hitch, we're all nervous. We're all gonna be like, everybody had to do something perfectly right for nothing to come back, and then all of a sudden we got to change plans. Like, people start forgetting what they're supposed to do. They aren't like, how is there no footprints going off to where they are? How is, like, it just, to me, that stuff doesn't make sense, and I can't explain it, and it's bugging the crap out of me.
I mean,
if it's a cover up,
may have been footprints, but they trampled all over the crime scene, like you said. And what you said about the criminals wanting the law enforcement to go in the way they did, that was a kind of an eye opener for me, Mike. It was like, wow, that's a kind of a brilliant thing. You know, if you can call a thief or a kidnapper brilliant, is to want them to come in the same way you did, so they trample over the place.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's what
the way the county handled that, and it's terrible.
That's what we kind of said all along is, but real quick, I want to say, April, thank you so much for your support. Her bedroom is closest to the front door. Why drag her all the way to the back or garage? If she bolted, she'd have to run to the front door. Yeah, that's a good point.
She's 84. I don't see nobody bolting, right? Like, why would I go out?
Yeah, April. Yeah, everybody has their.
When the fight began is when she realized she was fixing to be put in that car and take it away. Then she went to pull away. She went to scream or something, and they had to strike her real quick.
But this is the first time tonight that I'm thinking maybe something happened, parked on the street. They carried her in, did what they had to do,
People
and
have
took care of it.
And also, with not answering the door, I just want to say, like, if it's somebody you know, then there's a chance you might open that door. I'm in a fight with my significant other. I need to come in. This is law
If it
enforcement.
wasn't the guy in the mask, maybe.
Well, he takes the the camera off, takes the mask off real quick, knocks on the door. She knows him. She answers the door.
Or maybe he was the one making sure nobody was inside the house. Gave the signal to bring Nancy in.
Alex makes a perfect point, right? Like, and Adam just put it up. To me, this is me. I don't see the front door. I think the front door
Exactly.
is a distraction to begin with. The guy in the camera, it's a distraction to begin with. It's either a distraction, she didn't make it home and she wasn't there, and it was a distraction in the fact of we want to make it look like something, because you can't tell me you're going to want to put a lady that is with cars driving by. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, I'm
And
with you.
I
Yeah.
don't care. I don't care that it's dark. You're gonna go out the garage, or you're gonna go out the back door, and she goes straight into a van or a trunk, and you drive off. You're gonna have the vehicle. You're not gonna pull up into that driveway or pull up to the side of the road and just have your car pointing forward. You're not pulling up and seeing headlights. You're gonna be either on the side or you're gonna be at the casino backed in so you can peel out if anything goes awry.
That's
There was no
exactly right.
there's no peeling
Mhm.
out, but there's no evidence of a vehicle being there. And the best way to erase your evidence is for people to come in and trample on your evidence. Like that's just it. Like, that's why the first 48 are so important. Supposedly, like, you don't know who's gonna walk in them steps. And if they went in the side because there was blood in the front and they didn't want to contaminate the front, that's a ruse. That's just that's playing your hand. Hey, you did exactly what I wanted you to do. You went in exactly where we came out. And that's going to be a hard, like, people trampling over it. Nobody's going to be looking there because everybody's looking at the front door saying that she wandered off.
How'd they get the blood there though?
That is my own, that is my only
It's kind of crazy.
hold up. I can't.
Well, there was an emergency room nurse that was on a call-in on a show that I watched a long time ago, because it came up about, it just doesn't, like Mike said, it doesn't seem logical. It's like, why would you go through all this effort to open up back doors, prop them, do all this stuff? And like you said, if you back in, then the oleander bushes on the right side of her home that are against that other guy's home, that what everybody calls the gem house, I think if you really look at it, it's very hard to see through that, especially at night. So there's no cameras, there's no nothing that's going to catch what's happening in Nancy's driveway. And Nancy's home, as Glenn said, is a little bit up off of the road. So when you pull up to that casita or back in, like Mike's talking about, it's going to be very difficult to see that at night, let alone who's driving around at 2 in the morning.
And the
It's
Does
going to be
light,
Tommaso
very
have a
few
key
and
to her
far.
front door? Does Tommaso have a key to her front door?
I don't
Well, we
know.
don't know any of that. And I know somebody mentioned the medication at 10 p.m. I never saw, I went through every single press conference and never saw any documentation about her not taking medication at 10 p.m. The
I'm
only
not worried
documentation,
about her taking her. I'm not saying this mean to you, Jen. I'm just saying my point. I'm not worried about her taking her medication at 10 p.m.
The
That's
only
like
well, I
reason
think
she
besides
people
wouldn't
the
were
have took it if
thinking
point.
she
she
wasn't
got
there.
home if she would have taken it, because she got home around 10 p.m. So she would have, taken it then. It was, I think, what people were, saying. So
Yeah,
if she
yeah.
didn't take it, then that might prove she didn't come home. But then we were all like, well, wait a minute. They said the pacemaker, app said disconnected. Well, now after talking to that electrocardiologist that I interviewed, he's like, no, it's not a heart monitor. He's like, everybody thinks it's a heart monitor. It's not a heart monitor. He said, what happens is
Uh,
the app opens up between midnight and 3 a.m. It tries to connect. If it doesn't find the pacemaker, it shows disconnect. And now the new apps will say not ready or ready. And hers said disconnect. So it just meant that she wasn't there. So all this 40 minutes inside the home, it was all because of the pacemaker.
and I think
Well,
it means a disconnect from, because it's Bluetooth. It was a disconnect from her cell phone.
well,
But
no,
we
it
don't
just
know
meant
what.
that the cell phone app opened up to connect to her pacemaker and her pacemaker wasn't there. So it shows disconnect. And it's not, it doesn't mean that it was connected ever. It's just an app signal and they've changed it now. Because I guess patients used to get freaked out because it would say disconnect and they thought, oh my God, my pacemaker's disconnected. And he said, no, now they've changed them. Most of the apps will say ready or not ready. And so he said, what that means is she could have been on the other side of the house when it tried to connect and it couldn't connect. And he goes, but you're thinking she wasn't there? And I said, well, I'm asking you. He goes, well, she wasn't anywhere near her phone when it tried to connect to her pacemaker. And I said, okay, so now we don't know. And the fact that, Pima County Sheriff just said that her last known absolute of being alive was the night of January 31st. That's concerning to me, because I would think that there would be a lot more evidence of her being there past midnight, and it's not sounding that way. And like Mike said, the back doors, all this stuff, hearing that the FBI was behind her house, not shocking at all. I mean, I was like, there's a cul-de-sac back there. I know that somebody could have a camera or whatever, but I honestly think that they could have parked around the corner and just dragged her back there. And if they knew the area well, with bite lights, I don't think anybody would have noticed it. But it's just, I think it's just very frustrating. But I personally, I do believe that they have a lot more evidence than they're showing. It made me feel a lot better to hear, Bill Garcia say that he's worked many cases where all of a sudden law enforcement has gone radio silent, and it's for a reason. And it's because they've got their people, they've got their cars, they've got all the stuff. They just don't have enough evidence. Like Brian was saying, my brother-in-law, the retired homicide detective, he said, look, I've taken in a binder to the DA and said, here you go. I'm ready to go get our guy. And he said, she looked at me and went, this is not enough. And my sister-in-law was like, you don't understand. Like, this went on for like months. And she was like, he was so stressed out. He was coming home going, we know this is the guy. And the DA keeps saying that this isn't enough information. You've got to go get me more. And it's because they know that, especially in a high profile case, some highfalutin, attorney is going to fly in and rip every single piece of evidence to shreds. So you've got to have it locked down tight. It's got to be really, really good. And, again, if it's somebody that was allowed to be in the home, whether it's family or a healthcare worker, a housekeeper, an electrician that came in to change out a box, if the DNA is allowed to be there, that's going to be really hard to prove. If somebody thinks that they're the criminal, then why else, if it's allowed to be there, now how do you prove that they're the criminal?
And
It's just,
something just came to me, and I don't mean to interrupt you, Jen, but talking
no, I'm
about
done.
so one of the businesses that I own is we do cryotherapy, we do GLP-1s, we do peptides, and we have to have for some of them things we have to have a nurse come out and draw blood, and it's not that like they put in an IV and somebody gets stuck. Like, it's not that far out of the realm to think people plant drugs all the time, right? People plant pew-pews and this, that, and the other. It's not that far out of the realm to be able to do that. I went today and I watched a patient get 3 things of blood drawn, and they put it in this little spinner, and like it's things that happen all the time now. And just sitting here thinking, I'm like, and it just came to me, like, we have nurses that go out and do that kind of thing, and they give injections, and you get medication that comes in and you have to get blood drawn. So it's not that hard of a thing to come up and say, hey, we got this blood, right? Like, and like I said, I'm not saying that it was planted or it was this or it was that, but like, it's not that far out of the realm. I see it every day, and we're a wellness company. It's not like we're this big time. I mean, we're just a wellness company that does cryo, and we're mobile. So we go to people's houses to be able to do that. And we sit there and do it right there in their living room. So I don't do it, but the nurses do it. So it's not that hard to be able to pull off if you sit there and think about it. And I always get back to that saying, you don't know what you don't know. And I think that's why this group is so awesome, is because so many people have so much different backgrounds that's how the case is basically going to get solved.
I'm losing the point. I'm losing the point, Mike.
How you can explain how blood is getting there, right? Like if you can't tell me if she didn't come out to me, she didn't come out that front door, right? Like she didn't come out the front door and them do all of these kind of things and nothing else gets picked up to me in my opinion.
So you think a nurse like planted the
No,
blood?
no,
Like,
I'm not
I'm
saying a nurse.
confused.
I'm not saying a nurse planted the blood.
I'm not getting mad. I'm
No, I'm not saying
questioning
that.
because it's very confusing.
I'm not saying a nurse planted the blood, right? I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, like today, we went to 2 homes and blood was drawn from a living patient, right? And it gets transported from point A to point B to a lab to be able to
Analyze.
see what kind of and analyze to see what kind of prescriptions they are going to be written to be able to a doctor to write the prescriptions for what they have, what they need. So what I'm saying is, to me, the front door and the guy in the camera does not hold as much weight to me, in my opinion, as the other things, right? Like, okay, why did it happen? We going back to where is she? She like nobody walked her down the street carrying her, so there had to be a car somewhere. And where would that car be? And we got to go back to the most logical things of how it would happen. Why would you take so much time in propping the back doors open? I understand if you're looking at her house, I understand where her bedroom's located, but I also understand I go through the garage where nobody can see me load her up, or I would go to the side where nobody could see me load her up. Why take the time to bust out the back, the back light?
The light.
Why would they do that? The reason they would do that is so they could have cover and nobody could see them, because the light being right there, they might see a vehicle if they're driving by. But if it's dark and they don't have a light to look at, nobody's going to look in that direction. That's, to me, that's my opinion. My biggest thing is if we can figure out the blood situation at the front door, I think the case is solved. Of like why, how, and if we can make that make sense.
Well, the blood is the only thing that's getting her there. I mean, like somebody just said, it's oxygenated. They already said that. So, and it was tested to be hers. I mean, it sounds like something out of sci-fi if it was planted. I mean, I think she was there, but I'm with you. I don't understand all this planning on the back door. It doesn't make any sense to me. So
I mean,
I just
if
can't
they
figure
went in,
out what went wrong unless, like you said, it was like now you're dragging her all the way through the back of the house from her bedroom because her
well,
bedroom's on the far left.
well,
You know?
let me ask you this. So if that's the case and we're going to take her out the front yard, why didn't we take her out the side? And we still ain't got nothing to do with the front door. If the bedroom's over there and she has like a little patio area and they got a walkway that goes to there, why didn't they just take her from if we're going to go shortest distance, go from point A to point B?
But if they took her out the back, what direction did they take her?
They took her out the back right there next to the casita, put her in a car and drove her ass off.
Yeah, because they propped open that gate to
The
the
gate was propped
driveway.
open and the back door was propped open.
Yeah,
Well, I want to go
that's what
back.
I thought until we heard about the blood. Sorry.
Yeah, and no, I mean that's, to me, that is the most questionable thing, as I've thought about this, is the blood, because again, I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with people that are on blood thinners. If they get cut, they bleed a lot. I mean, just a small little cut.
Yeah, my dad's on them.
Yeah,
it's
and
terrible.
so there's just
They bleed a lot.
There's
The tiniest snitch,
yeah,
tiniest little cut
and so there's
will
just
make a pool of blood
there's
if you
not
don't
enough
stop it.
blood there, to me.
I'm sorry, Adam.
No, it's okay. It's just that's the thing now that I'm stuck on, is what happened with the blood. Because if she was carried out, the only way I can see it maybe being that is that she was carried out in some type of tarp or something, and the blood was just trickling down as they go. I don't think that she was.
Then at that point, it would be oxygenated.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a good point, but I mean, we don't know.
Because that was definitely a cough. I mean, Preston even said it. He goes, well, he goes, what am I looking at? I said, this is the
It
blood from the
wouldn't.
crime scene. And he goes,
It,
well, why did she have blood in her mouth? I
well,
mean, he knew
can
it immediately.
Do we even know that that blood was actually oxygenated?
I
Well,
mean
you can,
you
Because
cannot
we
you can
have heard lot.
can
We've
I
not heard
you
anything. Sorry.
let me no I
Sorry,
want to
Mike.
ask you a question. I'm really interested about this, and you can answer it hopefully. So you being a nurse, right?
Hmm.
If you draw blood in a syringe, right,
Hmm.
and it does not fill up all the way, there is what is in the syringe,
Oxygenated blood.
and you push it
But,
out,
hmm,
and you push it out, right? Is that not oxygenated blood?
yeah, but we're
Especially
like,
when you get to the
it's a
part.
broad question. Like we draw labs, we pull from central lines.
But if you were trying, like, but would that blood not be oxygenated if oxygen is in the syringe?
Yes, if it was recently drawn, yes.
Okay. And if it was recently drawn and you
Squirt it.
you squirted it out, would that not be oxygenated blood? I'm asking, I don't know.
It would be. It's the same blood that's in the syringe.
Okay, and they're droplets of blood that you can control of the amount of how much comes out of a syringe.
When you first start. Drip, drip, drip. And then
I
get to
can't.
the bottom of the needle, you push it real hard and it blows out the rest of the blood and the air. Like,
And that's where your oxygenation comes from.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's. I
but
mean,
guys,
I can't deny that. I just don't believe that that's the case, and that's what
So,
happened. I
okay,
well,
don't
then
so
believe somebody
the
intentionally
FBI,
used a
I mean,
syringe and drew blood from Nancy and planted it on the front.
so
well,
can I
then
let
the crime scene people would know the difference because it wouldn't have saliva in
Well,
it.
the crime scene people didn't do anything that they were supposed to do. It
did
was
they
never a
say it
crime
had
scene.
did they say it had saliva in it?
I haven't
No,
heard
I'm
that.
just, no, I'm
I
just saying,
I just
I
heard
would
it was
think they would,
oxygenated.
Yeah.
well, yeah, because they could tell from the, I don't know
Where's
that
the
they actually
proof of
said.
that? Where's the proof of the oxygenated blood? We don't have proof of any labs.
And I believe she
Nothing.
was there and it
So
was.
who
I just
said,
heard that it was
whoever said it's
Nancy's blood.
oxygenated, let's see it. Let's see
So
the proof
Well,
that
I
it was
think they're,
oxygenated blood.
so
I think
I
they're
just
assuming it's oxygenated because of it being looking like it's expirated. But I'm saying if it did come from her mouth, and that's what a blood splatter expert thinks, then I'm saying you can't fake that without saliva in it.
well
Well,
So
Jen,
it's
no
yeah,
just,
no
oxygenated means it's blood that came from her. And when they found it, it's been very limited amount of time when they found it.
so Jen, let me ask you this.
I love
If
you, Jen. Y'all know
let
I
me
get
let
passionate
me
about this. I'm not
let
being
me
mean to anybody.
let
No,
me
this is a
ask
great
no, no,
conversation.
no.
Yeah, it's a great
I'm not a
conversation.
nurse,
It
so
is.
I'm just
so
thinking there would have to be saliva in it.
so let me ask you this, Jen. So let's say that she takes a Uber home. I mean, she takes an Uber over there, and now let's say she didn't make it home. How did the blood get there? It had to have been planted,
Yeah.
correct?
And if they planted it, I hope they did it well with some saliva.
But
Now I have to be
So it
like,
looks like
damn,
it came
Have
out
we
of her
heard that she
mouth.
took an Uber home?
she made it
no,
home.
No.
I'm pretty sure she made it home. They got too much technology and geofencing and that type of thing to not know that she made it home.
I
all
think
they
it's
got
too
to
much
do
of
is
a
take her phone
coincidence
home.
that she took an Uber
All they got.
to.
So no,
They
that she
said
took an Uber over
on
there.
her. That's why she took an Uber over there because he was
She
going to
took.
band practice. So
She
she
took
took an
right.
Uber over, and Annie was there making her birthday dinner.
So
And then
then when
later,
she came back, when she came back, the geofencing is just going to say that her phone got back, not her.
If it was turned off.
right, which her app was connected to her pacemaker.
No,
But if
it
her
wasn't.
Oh,
no
We
so
just went over
no
that.
no
It's
no
not
no
that's
connected.
what we did, and I had to agree to disagree with you still. And I did when you first came out with this that phone has to be close to that pacemaker to be connected to it, and then at 228 it disconnected from it.
the phone doesn't stay connected to the pacemaker 100% of the time.
I mean, you
Bluetooth it
don't
does.
have to believe me.
No,
I
it
interviewed
doesn't.
an
Well, I know.
electrocardiologist that that's what he does is pacemakers,
Well,
and
let
you
me
can also.
hold on, guys. Let me clarify what's going on. It stays connected.
This is fun.
It stays
It is.
connected if you are in range. If you are not in range.
No, it doesn't.
It does not.
Okay.
It
a
does.
pa-
It is not a monitor. It does not stay continuously connected. I went to the manufacturer's website. I talked to I literally went and interviewed with an electrocardiologist for this reason because it was so confusing. And I said, look, everybody thinks that she's continuously connected. He said, no, it is not a heart monitor. It's not continuously connected. It is an app that connects to her pacemaker once a day. And it's between 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. And that's on every patient. It's not an alarm. It does it randomly between midnight and 3 a.m. So when the app wakes up, it goes to connect to her pacemaker. And if it's not there, it shows a signal on her phone, disconnect. He said, which got so confusing that the new apps do not say disconnect. It either says ready or not ready. So unfortunately, so many patients thought that that meant that their pacemaker was becoming disconnected, and it's not. It's just that it was trying to connect and could not.
Gotcha.
So
So
that's why it was confusing when Nanos comes out and says pacemaker disconnected 228. Then some, cardiologist goes on to CNN and says, well, I mean, she could have had a spike. So then it goes on every news station. She had a spike on her pacemaker.
You
That's
guys
not what
realize
happened.
So
that's what a pacemaker does. It spikes.
The
If it
experts,
doesn't spike, it's not working.
you may have talked to
There
one
is
that,
a pacemaker spike every minute of every day if your pacemaker is working correctly.
all right. So real quick, so Jen, just to be clear, so that answers my question. On our show we did that she may have had a bedside monitor, and some of the older ones they do the same thing through the bedside monitor. So maybe instead of the bedside monitor, the app was in place of that, and that's where it did its download each day. Is that
Oh,
correct?
there's somebody on your screen. I have a pacemaker, and Jen is absolutely correct. Pacemaker only connects between 12 and 3 a.m. to run a daily reading. There you go.
So that's what I'm asking
So
you.
yes,
So maybe she did not have a bedside monitor, quote unquote. The app was her monitor, and that's where it.
he's. I think it depends. Like some people have both, is what he said. Some people have a bedside box, but they also have an app. So he was, he said sometimes they have one or the other, but sometimes they have both. But he said if they're talking, and I said I read him directly what Nano said, that the pacemaker showed a disconnect at 2:28 a.m. And he said that's not her pacemaker is not continuously connected. It's not a
And
heart
this,
monitor.
yeah, this case,
So
it runs to 12 to 3 to record it, but it's
no,
recording all day.
no, the 12 to 3 just means at one point between 12 and 3 a.m., it will wake up and try to connect. And it's
And it'll
very
try to
quick. It
download.
just does a download really quickly. And he said there's no alarm on it. It's like you don't go, oh, I want mine to do it 1 or 1 a.m. It just randomly does it between midnight and 3 a.m. And so the issue is, like I said, if she'd left her phone at somebody else's house or something, it would have showed a disconnect.
Mhm.
And it's not because she disconnected from it. It means that it woke up to do a connect and couldn't. That's
Right.
it.
And so I think some people may be getting this confused. Now, the pacemaker itself is a constant monitor, but it's not the app or the bedside monitor. The pacemaker itself does contain information that is constantly recording. Is that correct?
The pacemaker works regardless.
Yes.
The pacemaker works regardless.
it's connected to it unless it gets 30 feet away from it. It's connected to that
It
app.
doesn't matter what it's connected to, the pacemaker works regardless.
Even though it's not giving data updates, it's still, the app is connected to the pacemaker, even though it's not sending the data signal back and forth, but it's still connected. It's just like my Bluetooth connected to my telephone. And then I walk far away from my phone with my Bluetooth, it disconnects. So then it becomes separated. It ain't sending out no data to the doctor or anything like that. That's what it does on the intervals between when
Yeah,
it,
these bedside monitors and
No,
cell
it
phones,
is not continuously connected by Bluetooth. That's not correct.
it's
That's-
not
It
connected to
only connects
anything.
by
It doesn't have to be connected
no.
to anything, but it works at all times. You
Yeah.
can have a pacemaker and it's not connected to anything, but a pacemaker does what a pacemaker is supposed to do, regardless of connection to anything. A pacemaker paces your
Thank you,
heart.
Kate Dawson. I'm like, I'm
you
trying
have
to explain
several
it.
people disagree. Even the experts, some disagree on this
But
topic.
she has one. she's telling you that I'm right. She
And I've
has
heard
one.
other people that's had one that says that it is in constant communication, exactly like a Bluetooth, because that's how it's connected. So when the pacemaker separates from the phone, then it loses the Bluetooth connection. But there is a constant connection there, just like anything else that's connected to Bluetooth to your telephone. That's what makes the connection to your phone and the pacemaker.
Well,
It's the signal.
the bottom line is she was not around whatever device was supposed to download the information at 228. So that's really the most
And
important
the bottom
thing.
line is, it doesn't mean that she passed away when
Yeah.
whatever they're looking at lost her pacemaker signal.
Right.
Well, I think the bottom line is they
And that's
kept telling us in the timeline that that's when she left the home.
Yeah, exactly.
And they were saying it was 40 minutes. Now they've come out with a statement saying the only proof of life that they have for Nancy was on January 31st, the evening of. So if the pacemaker was continuously connected and showed proof of life at 2:28 a.m., I think that there would have been a difference in the timeline. And that's why I've been confused this whole time, is that once I got that data from the, cardiologist, I'm like, well, then we don't know that she was there at 2:28.
Yeah.
And now Pima
and-
County just confirmed it. The only confirmation they have of life was on the evening of January 31st. So
And I
somewhere
think
That's right.
between,
The last time we had proof that she was connected to any electronic device was at that time. It
so.
doesn't mean she
Somebody,
died at that
somebody
time.
in the chats made a good point. I think we're getting two words mixed up.
Yeah.
I think we're getting the words mixed up. Paired, it's always paired with the device. And
Right.
then we get over here, we get what we're trying to say. The phone and the pacemaker are always going to be paired, just like you pair a Bluetooth. I can pair it with several different speakers, and I can go in here, and if I'm out of range, it's only going to play in there. And then if I went somewhere else and I got it paired, I have to hit a button and pair it to that. So
correct.
what the app is trying to do, the app is only going to activate and come alive in between 12 and 3. And even though they're paired, it's not tracking anything throughout the day. What it's doing is between 12 and 3,
It
that
wakes
app
up.
comes on
Yeah.
and wakes up and downloads everything for that day.
Correct.
And then if it's not there to download, she comes home the next day, and if she's there between 12 and 3, it'll download it during that time, and it'll download all that information. If she's gone for a week, they're still paired, but if she's out of range, it will download everything when she comes back into range. That's
But
my
Correct.
understanding.
if she's connected,
Correct.
you got to
And
be
that's
paired to be connected.
You got to be paired, and if it's paired and
and
Can I
connected,
give an example?
it's
Yeah.
always going to be paired. You're right. But when it disconnects, and that's what the wording is, it disconnects. The app disconnects.
it disconnected because it wasn't in range to
Paired.
download.
It's still even
Like-
paired to this day, probably.
I think everybody's it's not paired because it's not near it, but I think everybody's right in what they're saying. Is they're just saying it a different way. So
Well, this is what the cardiologist said why they made the apps change the term. It's not a disconnect. It's
Yeah.
that it can't connect. So that's why it says ready or not ready now on most new apps and
Right.
most new, things. So it's very confusing. It's not anybody's fault. That's why I went straight to the source, because I'm like, this is ridiculous.
yeah,
But then, now that they've come out and said that the only proof of life they have is January 31st, the night
Hey, who
of.
said that, Jen, can I
that-
ask you that real quick? You said Pima County said that went like today or something?
Last week, I believe.
Okay. Well, I don't
It was
believe
a statement. It was
Pima
a
County
statement by
police.
them. It was on all the national news that they came out with a statement saying the last proof of life they have for Nancy was the evening of January 31st.
well that
Okay,
would be
next-
And that's
correct.
because her pacemaker disconnected from Bluetooth.
No.
Well, it
no.
would be correct
It would-
because that's the last time that she was seen by someone.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
So
Adam.
real quick, Sherry, I want to thank you so much for your support. Crime Crunchies showed the instructions on pacemaker tonight. Pull it up and watch. You guys are not understanding how it works. Jen is correct. It's okay. It's okay. We're all correct in some form or
It's
fashion.
all
so,
good.
Yes.
But no, I mean, like
It's
you said, the
definitely
last
all
proof of life by the, what do you call it? The Uber.
Yes.
But I would have thought, again, I'm going to say it, they kept saying she had cameras in the home. I don't know what these cameras in the home were downloading to. I mean, we have cameras everywhere and they download to something. And whether you have a subscription or not. So if she didn't have a subscription, I mean, you can take the SD card out, but it's still downloading to something. So that's very curious to me. What did they wipe her computer and wipe her phone so that there's no data? I just want to know who knew about the cameras in the home to hide them. I
Right.
would have thought that they would have had additional proof of her coming home with Tommaso and Annie after 10 o'clock. It's just very strange.
And
So,
I'm not arguing with you, Jen. I'm just saying if Nancy is alive right now, her pacemaker is working. But we
oh,
have no,
correct. Yeah.
I think maybe we misunderstood each other. But if
Oh, I
she's alive
wasn't
right now,
arguing with
her,
anybody. No,
oh
I
yeah,
was
no, no,
saying
no. I get very passionate
We all
about this,
get
and I know you
passionate.
do too.
We all get passionate.
no, I was passionate about Pima County leading us all on this horrible,
Yeah.
roller
Right.
coaster of thinking she was alive till 228.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then
Alex says everybody is correct, but I'm corrector.
But
Yeah.
no, I mean, and I'm sorry if anybody thought I was angry. I'm not
No,
angry.
No, no,
It's
no,
no. I
no.
frustrating
thought
that
people
Pima
thought I was
County is.
angry at you. That's why I'm
Oh,
explaining.
no, not at
Well, one
all.
thing
No,
one
this
thing
is.
I got to say, and
We're all
my
friends.
phone's probably about to die. So, the one thing that makes all of that and what makes this discussion so important is because if she didn't make it home, then the blood had to be planted. There's no question. If she didn't make it home, if she left and then never made it home, explain the blood. Okay, so if that's the case, then okay, let's say she made it home, right? And that's not saying that the blood still couldn't have been planted. There, I cannot figure out why there's such little blood at the front door. Why they,
Amy.
if it was so important and that blood and they couldn't, anybody else would have taken the mat and taken everything else around it. They would have pulled up that if they thought of some that it wasn't of some type of possibly a distraction. Like I can't understand why the black mat was still there. I can't understand why they didn't take up. Yeah, you can take a swab. You can take, but what if you take a swab and we can't solve that case until 10 years from now and we only took a little swab? Now we don't have anything else. If they only took a little swab, what if it's somebody else's blood as well and they only took a little swab of it? Like there's just so many things of like,
Right.
obviously they didn't think it was super important to take up the tile. Like, why didn't they do that? But yet, if we all sit there and we're this master crime crew, what would be the most simple way to take them out the door? Hey, y'all go prop the back doors open. I'm going to drive the car. One of y'all go bust out the light and we take them out. We take them out that way, right? Like, it's not going to be, we're taking them out the front door for everybody to see. We're going to be as hidden as we can be because we don't want anybody to see us there. And how many people are there?
Yeah, Mike. And I love your opinions. I love it. But if she never made it home, what's the point in the door and the back being propped open?
To
And
stage a kidnapping.
To
how do you
stage a kidnapping
how do you
to free
suggest that they got her blood and put it on the front porch?
a needle and a syringe. That's not hard to find. Like, draw her blood and put it at the front door. She never come home. That is crime scene 2, which there was never a crime. And we're
And you know it
investigating.
takes like a little after 4 hours is
People
when
in
the oxygenation will not show up.
Well, we do know this, and I'm not blaming anybody, but
No,
we
I
do.
love all you guys. This is an amazing panel. I love
Well,
you
I love
guys.
us.
This is
I
awesome.
well,
would say we can disagree and go have hamburgers
We
afterwards.
certainly,
can
yeah. I
drink
mean,
because no,
well,
let's go
that
have a steak, Jen.
debate is where we find truth, and that's what it takes. But we do know that FBI went back to Annie Tomaso's house at least 5 times, and we do know that they were, using luminol, and there's a reason for that. So, I'm not saying one thing or another because at this point, I don't really even know what my theory is. But if we're going with the theory of, someone having the accessibility and the knowledge of biology enough to, draw blood, that would be the best opportunity for someone to do that. And again, I'm not blaming the family. I'm just saying if we're going with that theory, it's definitely a plausible theory. And there had to be a reason that they were focusing in on that particular part of their home, in my opinion, and using luminol, again, in my opinion.
No, you're right. And I'll say one more thing and I'll get off the panel, guys. I
No, you're
just
good.
one thing to leave with you. If it was a random person that wanted money, this was about, was literally the ransom. Like if we're gonna believe everything that we've been shown as truth, right? Then why weren't they sophisticated enough to, if they're so sophisticated with Bitcoin and they're so sophisticated with, eluding an arrest for 6 months, then why couldn't they get a picture of her face, her hand, something, and remove the metadata and send it to law enforcement or to the TV stations and go, we've got her. If you want her back, we want 6 million.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the proof, because I've never heard of a case of ransom where they didn't try to show some proof of life. And
That's
if they're
right.
so sophisticated, I understand that the concern with photos and all this stuff is there's metadata. Well, if you're that sophisticated, and this could be a foreign entity that some people are saying or political, then show a proof of life and remove the metadata and say, if you want her back, we've got her, I want 6 million. And if you want her back dead or alive, I want it by this date. And then, burn the body, whatever. And then they get the body back. Then there's no proof of anything on her. It just seems a little odd that they would do all of this for money with no proof of life at all. And then go, oops, she died. Wasn't your fault. Sorry
Sorry.
about it. Sorry
Sorry.
about it.
Absolutely. I can
Moving on.
100% agree
I
with you
mean,
there, Jen.
really? So you went through all this effort,
Right.
all the reconnaissance for several weeks for oops,
Yeah. Sorry.
sorry.
Yeah. No.
Hope you feel better
We,
about yourself.
we think
Wasn't
it.
your
We think it
fault.
was heart related. We think it was heart related. Like,
Right.
shut
I
the fuck up.
mean, I don't know. It's just
They're not
that's all I'm going to
professionals.
leave you with is
All right. Next.
if all this work,
By next
all
week.
this reconnaissance for 6 million bucks, and you
Right.
don't follow through with it with at least a picture of her hand,
Yeah.
something, and then at least a burned body to get their body back and at least get a little bit of cash.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a little odd. That's all I'm going to
Agreed.
say.
Amen.
So,
Agreed.
well,
And
I love you guys. Thanks
Jen,
for having me on tonight. Yes.
Jen, before you get off, one other thing to add to that, like, and it's not even to show proof of life; it's to show that you have her.
That's what I mean.
And not like just in gent, right, like it's more, and I never heard it really brought up that way, but like, I mean, once she went missing, like, to prove that it's not a fake, you have, of course, you send you a picture or whatever you're talking about, but also to keep from having other people send in rant just crazy ransom notes, and there hadn't been that many. I that's a great point.
Good point.
And the
I mean,
note
if
that
you're that
says, I'm sorry.
sophisticated, then you're talking about techie people that are figuring out that, oh, if I send it to this place or send it to that place, then and I put in a fake email address that they have no way of tracing me through my VPN. I mean, you're talking about a level of sophistication that I think means you're fairly technologically savvy. So if you are enough to elude everybody for 6 months in arrest, then you're not tech savvy enough to remove metadata to prove you've got her.
Yeah.
It's
And if you're
weird.
going to say in a ransom note that your mother is gone and that they're so sorry and
Yeah.
it's probably heart related, go ahead and just say where her body is. Put her body somewhere.
Yeah.
Just
They're
let
not
them
That's
gonna.
what I
know.
said. I mean, the desert's vast enough. I mean, just, like I think Bob Krieger even said it. He was like, I don't mean to be gross, but we find people that are burned all the time. And it's because they don't want to be able to show any, DNA or any signs of them being there unaliving somebody. So if that's the case, then at least do that and go, here's a pin on a map,
Right.
and
Yeah.
we want our 6 million,
It's the one,
and
at least.
I mean,
Here's the
I
needle
just
in the
don't.
haystack.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
mean, it's
It's not funny.
absolutely, it's insulting to, I
Mm-hmm.
would think, 90% of the population's intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mm-hmm.
is like, you're trying to make us believe something that's absolutely ludicrous, that you went
Yeah.
through over a month of reconnaissance and planning to steal an old lady for 6 million bucks, and you went, oops.
Right. Sorry about you. Mm-mm.
Oops,
I,
my
I,
bad.
I
We
just,
didn't know
there's,
her medical condition.
well,
She
whoever
passed away.
whoever Googled this storyline forgot to pick the better ending off of chat.
For sure.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right,
Anyway,
girl.
love you guys. Have a good night, and
You
thanks for
too.
coming
Jennifer,
on
get
tonight.
my number from one of the guys. Get my number.
Love you, Jen.
Okay,
Tell Glenn
thank
we
I
love
love you,
him.
Jen.
I
See you,
will.
Yes,
He's
we
Glenn.
love
See you,
already
Jen.
he's
Jen.
already snoring even with
Love
me
Jen and
talking.
Glenn.
Whisper it in your ear.
I've got the dog snoring on my right and Glenn snoring on my
Oh,
left. All right. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining. We appreciate you.
Okay,
good night, girl. I
bye.
love you.
Bye bye.
Good. Bye-bye.
Miss Patricia.
Hey guys,
Hey.
Patricia.
What's up, maters?
Maters
I
and
know.
taters.
Just sitting back listening to y'all, still on the porch, guy.
I love you so much.
What you want to talk about, Patricia?
Donor. Donor.
Patricia,
Well, has anybody? Huh?
go ahead.
So,
Well, I've been sitting here listening to everything, and to me, I mean, I don't believe in all the ransom notes. Why wouldn't they leave the ransom note to the family in the house?
It's a good
Why
point.
send it to Why send it to TMZ? Because they know if they put it to TMZ, all these people would come out of the woodwork throwing in ransom notes and confuse everybody.
like a cover
This
up.
is
Yeah.
higher. This is higher up than everybody thinks it is.
Hey, let me ask y'all this, and my phone's literally about to die.
Plug it
So
up, man. Plug it up.
well, if I plug it up, then you won't be able to hear me because of my.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So
Complicated.
we're sitting here, and we're I'm gonna go back to us being master criminals here, right? As a group, and we sit there and I come up to it with a plan for y'all and go, and we say there probably has to, I would say there's probably has to be 3 people, right? Like it, or more than one. And I come up to y'all and go, hey, I got this plan. We gonna kidnap this woman and hold her for ransom and blah 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 blah. And y'all would all look at me and probably go, it's 2026, yo. Like, why are we gonna do that? Like, right? Like when there's
You
so
won't get
many
away
other
with it.
things we could do. Like it doesn't make sense on just it being a random person. So then you look and you go, okay, why would they pick Nancy to begin with, whether it's random, whatever? Why her? And you just got to sit there and break down each individual thing. And the last thing I was going to say is it's not too far fetched for her not to have come home, or her never getting, I don't even want to say come home, not even getting into the car, like getting into the house. She stayed in the car. Right? They did what they had to do. She stayed in the car. Maybe she was trying to fight to get into the house. The scuffle was there, and then they took her right back to the car, and she never made it into the house. And they staged the house because what's the hardest way to prove a crime at a crime scene is when the crime didn't actually happen there and it happened somewhere else. There wouldn't be any DNA that we couldn't find if the crime scene happened somewhere else, and we staged crime scene 2. Wouldn't you feel like we would be more apt to get away with a crime if we staged a crime scene when the crime happened somewhere else, and we get them looking right and something actually over here happened left? It just, to me, I believe if something happened there in particular, I think it was very quick in and out, get her, and go to get away from the crime scene as quick as possible so we don't get caught. Or the crime scene would happen somewhere else and they staged that.
I agree. I agree. And
So,
you know, we all have our theories. And Mike, that's a good one.
Right.
Staged, and the crime scene happened
And
somewhere else. It was never even a crime scene.
wouldn't that explain why FBI was over at
Wouldn't that would
somebody's house
explain
for
why
so
all of
long?
her,
right.
like her pacemaker disconnected from all of her Bluetooth? Yeah.
It'll be an easy case to prove if that is what happened. If her house was staged and the crime actually occurred somewhere else, that's going to be slam dunk.
It would be, but if they aren't looking somewhere else, then there's nothing there.
We know who we're dealing with in that county, so.
Yeah.
So
They didn't look anywhere.
I just want to say, if that's what happened, Patriot Pride brought it to you first. about 3 months ago.
Right.
Well, I got to get off. I got to get to work in the morning.
Mike's got to get his Waffle House. Go get your Waffle House, man.
Oh, I got to get some Z's.
Yeah, he's at home tonight.
Get some Waffle House when you wake up.
I'll be. I don't know if I'll be eating Waffle House. Waffle House is only with Adam when he keeps me up
It's
so
a
late,
roast.
and that's
It's
the
a
only
roast.
thing open.
It's a tradition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate you,
All
brother.
right. Well, I enjoyed it, y'all.
Love you, brother. Thank you, man.
Get some sleep, Mike. We love
See
you,
y'all.
Mike.
See you,
Catch
bro.
you later.
Bye.
Bye, man.
Good night,
Yeah.
Mike.
I'm going to jump down too, man. It's getting a little late here. I was going to try to get up and cover the Clancy case in the morning.
Okay.
Oh.
And so I'm going to try to do that at 9. It's not going to be like anything big or anything. I'm basically just going to be, streaming it, and my little box will be over there in the corner, and I'll chime in and talk every now and then.
Yeah, that case is crazy. Crazy.
So for the
Cool,
first part of the morning, I'll probably just be sipping on coffee, trying to get sleep out of my eyes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
What time? What time, Wayne?
9 a.m. Eastern.
9
Standard.
a.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Georgia time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
Don't
always
go dogs.
go dogs. It's always good to have you, Wayne.
Thank you.
We love you, Mike.
Hey, it was a great discussion tonight, man. I loved it with everybody that was up here. Miss Patricia, I'm sorry I didn't get to spend more time with you tonight, but it was good to be up here with you for a little while, though.
Well, it's good hearing from you, Wayne.
Okay, Patricia. And Misty, take care, behave yourself. And Adam, you're doing great, man. You got a great show, and I'll catch you next time, brother.
Thanks, man.
I'll try,
Appreciate you.
Wayne. I'll try.
Okay, bye, Misty.
See you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, Miss
It's
Patricia.
me and Patricia.
Yes. So, what do you think, Patricia?
Well, I think that Nancy was in the bed and she heard made her head at the door and somebody come in the back and took her out the front door.
Okay.
I think that when they left, they done the deed somewhere else. But I do think it was higher up for them to come in and knock out all the cyber and stuff. And I think that made her head nudge somebody higher up to help him get it done.
Good theory. Really good theory.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, Miss Patricia, we love you, and it's always great to have you here with us. Thank you so much for all your support.
Well, you're more than welcome.
Patricia, I love you so much. Just say down there one more time. Say down there.
Well, I just hate it took me so long to come up on panel. I was having problems. I downloaded StreamYard on there, and it wouldn't let me come up. And Travis said he put it up for Wayne or something, and I hit it, and it let me finally come up.
Well, I'm glad you got in here.
Well, it was good to listen to everybody's theories, but I'm just tired of hearing. I mean, I know that, that's all the proof we have and everything about Nancy, but I think the crime scene is somewhere else. And it's awful funny that Mater and Tater went to Italy after all this happened and they ain't been back.
Interesting
So
point.
that's my proof right there. So, but anyway, y'all have a good night, and I appreciate the good show.
Thank you, Miss Patricia. We love you.
We love you, Miss Patricia.
All right. Good night.
Bye-bye. Misty, it's just me and you.
Yeah, I guess the night's over.
The night is young, Misty. The night is young. I actually am going to take a couple of calls because I want to make sure I got everything fixed with Google Voice.
Oh, we're
But
saying, oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
of course, before
I
our
mean, I can
Wednesday.
drop out if you need other people to come in.
Well, we will in just a second. No, no, no. I'm just
Okay.
going to take a couple of calls because I want to make sure I
But
got the Google Voice corrected
yeah, but if you get too much, just drop me out.
before the show on Wednesday. But no, you and I will finish up, and like I said, I'll just take a couple of actual phone calls to make sure it's working correctly. But so, tell me what you think. I know we talk about this all the time. So, do you think it was staged? Do you not think it was staged? What do you think?
My mind goes everywhere.
It does, yeah.
And in my honest opinion, I don't think it was staged. And I love Mike so much. I don't think it was staged though. That's too much. That's just too much.
So
And I
why?
think now everybody opened my eyes to a different theory tonight about maybe she was carried inside of her house and then taken.
Yeah,
But the back door's open, well, the drops on the gravel, I guess I will say. Because I know there were the droplets on the doormat and the front door. And you guys informed me tonight that there were some blood droplets on the walkway. So that's got me, that's got my brain running. It's got me running.
yeah.
Every single time I talk about this with other people, and I love it. I mean, I absolutely love it. It's got my brain running though. It's like, oh my gosh, maybe it was this or maybe it was that. And I
Yeah.
was so honored to be on here with Jen tonight.
Well, we're
And
honored.
I love her and I love how we can agree to disagree about things and still get along. Like that's amazing. That's what this is all about.
Of
Like
course. That's
uh,
again. That's how we find resolution and truth is debate. I mean
putting our minds together, yeah.
exactly. But yeah, we love you, Misty, and it's always an honor for you to be on the show. And we thank you so much for all your support.
I thank you guys. You guys do all the work.
Well, we couldn't do it without you guys supporting us. So and your theories and all of everybody's that it takes everybody, right? I mean, and that's what
It
I
takes a
love.
team.
It
Yeah.
does. That's what I love about it is everybody just comes together, and we're all in it for the same reasons, right? And that's the most important thing is we're just here to find out the truth, and get justice for Nancy. And so, it's been I don't know 6 months now. We're still all together on this, so
Right.
it's
It's
brought a lot. It's brought a lot of us together, and I'm thankful
oh
for
my
that.
gosh, I've made so many friends
Yeah,
through Nancy.
yeah.
So
But
if her
anyway,
family doesn't want to respect her for that, I respect her for that. I've made so many friends, as many of us have
yes,
through
certainly.
her. So
Well, thank you so much again for joining us. We appreciate you, and again, thanks for all your support.
yes, I love you guys.
Love you. See you
Talk to
later.
you later.
All right, bye bye.
All right. Bye.
Awesome, guys. Great panel tonight. Unbelievable discussion. Thank you guys so much. Um, I love having you guys come up and talk about all the theories and because again that's how we figure things out in my opinion. And so real quick, I do want to take a call, just a call or two, if you guys will call in because I want to make sure that the phones are corrected. So if somebody will just give me a call to make sure that there's no robots talking, 470-499-0902. If someone will just give me a call real quick so that I can make sure that these phones are working correctly. I appreciate it. It was a great panel. Thank you guys. I can see the chats now. So great panel. I would come up, but I have a fire smoke cough on the West Coast. Sorry you guys are going through that. That's awful. Pray for you guys. But I see you, Susie, Honeybee, Brenda, Jim, Trav, Jaylene. One of you guys give me a call real quick again, please. I just want to make sure that that the the Google Voice is working before Wednesday's show. I don't want to ruin the show on Wednesday as usual. So, um, fun night for sure. Yeah, I agree. So I think so as well. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hey, it's Rhonda. I'm just button to see if it's working or not.
Hey, Rhonda, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Did you have a good night?
Yeah, I always enjoy your lurking on your show.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate that. So where do you think Miss Nancy is?
You want my honest opinion?
Yes, ma'am.
I think eventually you'll see a movie made out of it.
Yeah, I think so. 100%. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate you, brother. Where do you think she is, though? Where do you think that number one, is she alive? Number two, is she not? And if not, where? Either way, where do you think
she's got to be alive so she can watch? She's got to be alive so she can watch it.
Okay, I got you. That's an interesting point. And make that money, right?
That's right.
Well,
not mean so she's in Cancun.
Possibly, or Mexico. We don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens. But
New York or Italy.
New York or Italy, yeah. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate that. Thanks for helping me out.
You're welcome. Later.
Right, talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right. 470-499-0902 if you guys want to call. I missed a couple calls, so you guys are welcome to call. I'm going to take just a couple more, and then we'll wind it down. It's been a great night. Again, I didn't really expect to be on here this long. Call me back, country. Call me back. It's open right now. I didn't think we'd be on it this long, guys. I just want to jump on and test a couple things out. The first platform, I love it, but it it didn't seem to work out very well. So I think StreamYard's working pretty good. Hopefully the stream is going well. I don't think we had any buffering tonight, thank the Lord. So yeah, Trav, I'm taking calls for just a couple more. So country, I saw you said you tried to call, so give me a call, 470-499-0902. Tried calling, can't get through. Patriot Pride, I want to discuss the theory about a possible serial killer, but nobody seems to want to doubt. Hey, let's talk about it. Call me back. Like I said, I missed a couple calls, so the phone line should be open, guys. 470-499-0902. I'd love to talk about that theory. Love to hear what you have to say. Again, though, thank you guys so much for being here. Haven't said it much tonight, but if you have not hit that subscribe button yet, if you're rewatching this or if you're here for the first time, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and guys, hit the like button if you're in here and you hadn't hit that yet. Please, let's get those likes up, as many as we can. Hello, this is Patriot Pride. Interesting. I think that was Alex calling me and hanging up on me. I'm just kidding. Alex is punking me tonight. Just kidding. Just kidding. I was calling. Well, call back, Country Sunflowers. We'd love to hear from you. Finally got to read some of these chats tonight, guys. Again, thank you guys so much. I'm going to leave it up for just a couple more minutes, guys. So, again, if you guys want to give us a call, 470-499-0902. Yeah, Brenda, for sure. I do too. I would love to talk about that theory. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Oh, hi, my name's Diane. I've never done this before. Okay.
Well, thank you so much for calling. Where are you calling from, Diane?
I'm calling from the West Coast, San Diego area.
Well, thank you so much for calling, and I'm proud of you for calling in. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for picking up the phone.
Well, thank you for calling.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. I've been watching your show a lot, and I've been following the case since day one. And I don't know how to put this out here. Yeah, I have problems with chat because my phone doesn't work right. So half the time it'll record my voice when it won't, and I type in. But it seems to me that, well, first of all, I better say this. You had a couple of amazing, interesting, mind-blowing shows with RN.
Thank you.
I don't want to say RN.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And I can't stop thinking about it. And it bothers me. It's dark. It's horrible. However, when I look at the few clues that we have, so little to go on, but I think constantly about the fact that there has been no car located, nothing, and that everything he said, a lot of it makes sense to me when you look at this case, because it's so totally bizarre, similar to the John Bonet case in some ways. And what I'm thinking is that have the FBI, has anybody looked into this thing with RN, his brother, his family history, any of it?
I mean, I can't answer that question. He says that he has talked to the FBI, or he's called a few times, and
Yeah.
you know, they really haven't spoken to him much. So I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, it just blows my mind because I mean, I don't know. I put a message on the chat, but it seems that people don't want to go here because I know it's a really ugly, dark possibility, this theory. But it is a possibility, the way things are looking. I mean, what do you think?
I'm listening to you tonight, so I'm enjoying what you're saying. Let's go a little bit deeper into it. Tell us more about what you're thinking.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I didn't pay attention to a lot of this stuff on the cyber because it's overwhelming. However, if you look back at some of those cases and the things that he said, and the way this case is developing, it does look like a possibility that this could be a serial type situation. I don't know how to put it other than that.
No, I mean, I love it. It definitely could be. I mean, and I've got a lot of friends that think the same way, or kind of the same realm. And my question is, we look back and see has things like this happened in that area, and maybe not even specifically in that area, and has anything happened since then? And if it is something like that, it definitely will resurface. They definitely, they'll get brave, and they'll want that attention again, and it definitely will resurface.
Well, have you heard from this guy recently, or after that, after those 2 or 3 interviews that you did?
Yeah, I've talked to Richard a few times.
Okay, all right, because it's just something really strange about this, and when you talked about why these notes might have been fake in order to cause a distraction, to in other words, to make people think that this was a kidnapping when it really was never that way. And things kind of point to that if you look at the case. Very, very, very possible. And when he said that the reason that this was done, to unalive her, if that's what really happened, was to destroy Savannah, her faith, and her career. And you know what I'm saying here? It's awful to think this could have really happened this way. I know there are many other theories. It could be family. I hope not. I don't think so. But I can't stop thinking about this. I'm not a psychic, but I'm intuitive, and this is really blowing my mind.
Interesting.
I don't know. Okay, well, I just wanted to get that out. Thank you so much.
Well, hey,
And
thank you, and I'm so proud of you for calling in. And don't be a stranger. Call in again when Mike's here. And we love hearing from you guys. That's what it's all about. So we really appreciate you.
I appreciate everything you're doing. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Very nice to meet you.
You too.
All right.
Have a great night.
You too.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
All right, guys, we'll take one more. If anybody else wants to call, we'll take one more. 470-499-0902. I think that I missed a couple of calls, but it's all good. If anybody else wants to call, 470-499-0902. Again, thank you guys so much for being here with us. Great panel tonight. Unbelievable panel. Great discussion. And again, that's what it takes. To me, that's what it takes is putting our minds together. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
It's me, Alex, cooking with Mr. Good Looking.
What's up, Alex? How are you doing?
How you doing, buddy? I'm doing good.
I'm doing wonderful, man. It's great to hear from you.
Thank you. So how have you been?
Hey, I'm blessed, brother. Every day is a good day.
Yeah. Yeah. That joke I made in the chat, I was just joking around.
I don't think I saw it, but tell me what it was, Alex.
What I said was, "Are you talking to your boyfriend?" And I said I was just joking around.
I got you. I got you. So what do you think's going on here with this case, Alex?
Oh, well, I think. Are you still talking about the Nancy case?
We are. We're still talking about Miss Nancy.
Oh, okay. Also, what could have happened, also like another theory though, maybe Nancy's daughter's boyfriend or husband probably could have been like involved and on abducting Nancy and trying to hold her for ransom, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, maybe so.
And probably that could have happened, and maybe whenever he like abducted her, she had like a heart attack or whatever because she got scared because she probably didn't know who was behind the mask, and it probably could have been like Nancy's like a son-in-law or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what could have happened.
Yeah, definitely could be. That's a great theory, Alex.
But eventually, maybe Nancy figured it out where she put the pieces together, and then whenever she like put the pieces together, and then she recognized her son-in-law's voice, then the son-in-law, was probably like, holy, crap. Then because then he had no choice but to unalive her then because she was going to end up calling the police and telling the police then that it was her son-in-law who, abducted her.
Right.
So he was trying to cover his, butt, though. So then he felt like he had no choice to unalive her.
Okay. It's a good theory, Alex. It's a really good theory.
Just so he wouldn't get caught,
Right.
But yeah, I think that could have happened maybe. And that's what I think on that theory.
Well, thank you for calling, Alex. It's always good to hear from you.
But good night, buddy, because tomorrow I have to get to work and I gotta make some dog treats and cat treats and I gotta sell some of those to make some money.
Nice. Well, good job, Alex.
Yeah.
I'm proud of
And
you,
plus
man.
I have to get, but also
What did you say?
I also have to get a haircut.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
All right.
Because my hair is very long on my head, so
yeah.
I got little hair.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a great day tomorrow, and
I will.
I hope you go get your hair cut and feel all fresh and clean afterwards.
And also make sure you watch Turtle Island.
Okay. I'll check it out. Are we still on there?
Because you missed the video.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check it out, though. But thank you so much, Alex.
On Mondays at 9 p.m.
Mondays at 9. Okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah. All right. Bye, buddy.
Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you, man. We love Alex. Alex is awesome. All right, guys. I said we'd take one more, right? So if anybody wants to call, I'll take one more. If not, we'll wind this thing down. So again, I just want to thank everybody for coming here tonight. I did not expect to be on this long. Just wanted to check some things out. But as usual, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Love you guys. Can't do any of this without you guys. So again, I just thank everybody for being here tonight. Unbelievable the support that you guys give us. And again, if you guys have not hit that subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 12,000 subscribers. And again, if you have not liked the video, please make sure you like the video. Yeah, we'll take one more, Sikorsky. I'll take one more. If anybody else wants to call, we'll take one more. And then I'm going to shut it down. So If anybody wants to call, give me a call. If not, it's all good. So I'll leave this up for like another minute or so. So if anybody wants to call, it was a great panel, Zanias. I agree with you. Let me read some of these chats real quick now that I can see them. Thank you, Adam. You guys rock. Thank you. You rock. I appreciate it. I love everyone. Thanks, Misty. We love you. You're awesome. Jaylene, wait, one more call. Well, I'm open for one more call if anybody wants to call. I'll leave it for, again, just a couple more minutes, guys. And so anyway, we covered a lot tonight, a lot of good theories about where Miss Nancy may still, she may be, what may have happened to her. And I got to think that they're getting closer. Alex put something up a little earlier, and a pretty cool timeline. And it does seem like to me that they probably have a lot of information that they need, and they're just trying to make sure that they get everything in order. And again, the FBI has a well over a 90% success rate once they take things to trial, and so they don't want to mess that up. Hello, this is Patriot Pride.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Well, I was calling. I have to. Can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you fine. How are you doing tonight?
Okay, I'm doing well. I was watching on the screen, so I don't know if I'm on a delay or not, but
yeah, you can just turn your screen down, and you can just hear me over the phone, and it won't be a delay.
Okay, I just stopped it, so
yeah.
But maybe I can. Anyway, I was just calling to help you test your phones because, gosh, was it last night and last week? There were a lot of robot bouncing.
There was
voices.
There was. Well, thank you so much. What do you mind? Did you tell me your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Gladys Kravitz.
Miss Gladys, and where are you calling from?
Colorado.
Nice.
You know, when I turn down my phone, okay, I've got it now. I can turn my phone up, but I have to stop the screen, and then I can hear you.
Right.
Because when I turn it down, I can't hear you. So anyway, and I wanted to tell you, not the last caller, but I think the lady before Alex that just called.
Yeah.
Her voice was kind of bouncy. And tonight, I could hear everyone's voices were really loud, but yours was a lot softer. So I had to turn them down and turn yours up to hear you. But I don't think that's a technical glitch. I think that's just a matter of levels. But anyway, I just wanted you to know, I think I thought you guys were being targeted because of what you were talking about the other night. Okay, now my dogs are going to talk too, so sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. Yeah, it kind of seemed that way, honestly. It did seem that way for a little while, but...
And it did, and there were, I think, 3 or 4 other streamers who they weren't talking about the exact same theory, but it seemed like whenever they started talking about sensitive things, the glitches would come up. I thought that was really weird. But anyway, but tonight there were no problems at all. So maybe it's all been fixed, and maybe it wasn't that at all. I don't know.
Hopefully, praise God, we didn't have any issues tonight. So
yeah, no, it sounded great, and I was glad to see it. But yeah, I always love your show. I mean, I could listen to you guys talk about anything though. So whatever you talk about is great.
Well, thank you so much, and we really appreciate your support. Thanks for calling in and helping me with the technical issues we were having. We appreciate that.
Okay, well, thank you, and sorry that my dogs had to chime in too.
We love hearing from everybody. We love hearing from the pets. You guys, we love hearing from everybody. So.
Okay, well, thank you so much, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right, guys. Thank you guys again so much. This has been an awesome show. We love you guys. Can't do it without you guys. And again, thanks for helping me work out the bugs. Hopefully we got some things worked out. Wanted to try the other platform. I think it's a no-go for now. So it's all good. But let's leave on a good note. So let's check this out, and then we'll come right back together. So let's check this out, guys.
Here on Patriot Pride, we cover true crime. We uncover the stories that deserve answers, the cases that demand attention, solving the mysteries within and finding the truths hidden beneath the headlines, in between all the public officials' lies. Because honoring the fallen means seeking the truth. From sacrifice comes purpose, from remembrance comes action. This is Patriot Pride, true crime, where every story matters and every hero is remembered. In honor of Ryan King and all that have fallen before, now and beyond, your stories will carry on. Here's some advice given by First Lieutenant Daniel Hyde, who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Do not accept mediocrity in any aspect of your life. Patriot Pride is now live. Patriot Pride is now live.
All right, guys. Again, thank you guys so much for staying around this long with us and just having a good time and talking. Again, great panel tonight, great theories, great ideas. Had some great discussions. And so, again, love you guys. If you've donated in any form or fashion tonight, I hope I got to you. I'm sorry if I missed you, but thank you so much. We appreciate you guys so much for your donations. And even if you didn't donate, that's totally fine. Thank you for being here with us. Your time is your most valuable asset, guys. So you can't put a price tag on that. So if you just stayed here with us and hit the subscribe button and the like button, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. Mike and I are really humbled to have the support that we have and have all the friends that we have. And, we just try to create a good spot for people to come to and hang out for a while and kind of get away from the worries of the world for a little bit. So, again, we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. Hope you guys have a good couple of days until Wednesday, and God willing, we will see you guys again on Wednesday night. So, again, I want to thank my mods. You guys are unbelievable. Thank you so much for all of your great work, for keeping it classy around here and keeping the chats safe, a safe place, like I said, for people. I have so many people, Mike and I have so many people say, we love coming to your channel because, we feel like that we're welcome there. And that's what we want, is to form a place where everybody feels like they're welcome and they're part of the family. And speaking of family, Texas Woman, welcome to the Patriot Pride family. Thank you so much. We love you. We love you guys so much. Again, trying to read a chat here. Welcome, Patriot. Great night. Yes. Just trying to read a couple chats. But anyway, thank you guys. Love you guys so much. God willing, we will see you guys Wednesday. And hope you guys have a good Tuesday and Wednesday. Thanks again. See you guys later. Love you.